It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, the 10th day of June, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
It is going to be cold in here today.
Yeah.
Just letting everybody know.
It's going to be?
It's going to remain cold in here
Okay,
today.
there, yeah. That makes more sense.
Superheat and Air put a new unit in my home on Thursday, and it hasn't had the inspection yet and all that stuff, so there was some issues yesterday where it was not cooling where it needed to be. So I gave them a call to just try and give them a heads up, said, hey, maybe Monday we can have somebody take a look, and within an hour somebody was at my house last night. Poor guy. Had to go up in my attic and do all these things or whatever, and he's like, I got it on, I left it on really cool. It should drop at 1,000,000 degrees in the next 5 minutes, and sure enough it did. It's freezing in here.
We're panicking at my house.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I think something might be wrong with my AC now.
Don't panic. I got friends.
Yeah. Something's going on.
Telling you, it's the worst thing because you're like, I don't want to be without air. I don't know what to do, and then they're like, but I don't know how much it costs. I don't have this amount of money to lay down. There's payments, there's a whole thing, and financing and all that stuff. It makes it easier, but this is the best part about it. This is not a commercial. This is a personal endorsement. At least you have a company that will come out and tell you, no, Joe, you just need to do this and do that, instead of going, oh, no.
So,
I told you I used to work for an air conditioning company, and the sales guy told me that, not the sales guy, but the AC tech, he would tell me he would go out, old lady would say, I just want a clean and tune done on it. And while she's
How
there,
would that sound?
What do you mean? I just want a clean and tune. And while she's there, they were also a roofing company. And he would take this pen out of his pocket, and he would go, when's the last time you guys got a roof? And she's like, oh, I don't know. My husband did that. And then he would take the pen, and he would go like this, and it would go right through the roof.
Whoa.
Because it was a pen with a blade point at the tip, and it would seem like the roof was falling apart. And he's like, this is not going to last long. But he was fine. He just was stabbing in.
Shyster.
And he would tell me, and because he'd get a big commission and selling a new roof. And I'm like, that's the most...
Taking money from old ladies.
Yeah. It was awful. I hated that job. And that's what you have to worry about. You have to worry about that somebody's going to come out and be dishonest and tell you you're going to need a whole new unit or a whole new roof when you don't. That's why I will never endorse a company that is paying me if I don't believe in the company. Because when everybody has problems with it, they're all going to come to me.
Yeah.
So, over the years, there have been, hey, I went to this store and they didn't do this, like you said. Okay, I'll make one phone call and we'll get it taken care of. And then if I find out 2 or 3 times that they're not taking care of the customer, I won't do the endorsement. You can easily listen to products that I've endorsed that I stopped endorsing, and I don't have to stop and make a big production and say why I don't do it anymore. It just doesn't work out. I see the effects of what they do, and I don't want to be associated with them anymore, and it'll just slowly go away. But the things that have been Superheat and Air has been with us for, God, it seems like at least 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Golden Diamond Source since the day we started on the thing. I shopped there, bought my wife's upgrade engagement ring there. I sent all my friends there. I took David Wells there over the holidays to buy some stuff. Like, I can speak with conviction when I tell people to do these things because my name is on the line. So
Joe's had like 3 wedding rings there, hasn't he?
Joe, yeah. Joe's a repeat performer. He gets miles every time he goes.
They reached out to me the other day, said we'd love to help you with your anniversary.
Really?
I said, oh.
Yeah.
2 more weddings, I get a free one.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's got a punch card. Don't lose that punch card, Joe.
That's funny.
By the way, the punch card is for a ring, not to punch people.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Sometimes you get angry.
I was talking this weekend. I don't want to say who. I'll tell you off the air. But you ever see couples that have Facebook pages together?
Oh, yeah.
Do you only assume what I assume, that they got caught cheating?
Yes.
Yep.
And that's why they have it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was having this conversation with somebody, and remember when Kobe got caught cheating with that girl that said he raped her?
Mm-hmm. The $4 million ring or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
he went and bought her that giant ass ring. So it's all about like the gift that you have to buy afterwards. And somebody told me that somebody that we know got caught cheating on his wife and had to buy her a horse.
A horse.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. He had to buy her a horse.
Godfather.
Yeah. She's got, He's got a horse now.
It's a gift that keeps on
What's
giving.
what's the going rate for a horse these days? I don't know.
Horses are
Expensive to me.
expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because when my sister was like 5 years old, she wanted a horse, and I went to go buy her one, and my father got. I'll never forget my father. My father didn't really get mad at me. He called me up and he goes, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?" I go, "What?" He goes, "What am I going to do with a horse?" I go, "I don't know. You got land." He goes, "I don't have land. I have a backyard." He goes, "Do not buy a horse." I go, "Oh."
I imagine you got to pay for it somewhere.
Yeah, well, to board it
Yeah.
and do that stuff.
That's what I didn't
if
know.
you don't have.
I just thought he can keep it in the backyard.
Yeah,
He had a big
if you
backyard.
don't have
stable?
area stable, whatever, you'd have to board it. And a lot of places, rent that out and they do this stuff. But I don't know. I think it would obviously depend on the horse. If it's just a, 7-year-old horse that's lived on a farm, it's a lot cheaper than a thing that's going to be
Thoroughbred.
going in the
Racehorse.
Belmont Stakes. And
I don't know, man. I knew a girl who had a horse. She lived here, and then she moved, and she still had to take care of the horse here, like pay to keep it here and all that.
So it says to buy a horse, you can expect to pay between $100 to $10,000.
That's what because I think when I was looking to buy my sister a horse, it was only like $800.
I would imagine. Yeah, you can get a
Right.
A used horse.
Yes.
No, it was a pony. It was a pony.
Oh, a pony's even cheaper.
I had neighbors and they had horses because they would bring the horse trailer to their house sometimes.
Yeah.
And then eventually they just got rid of the horses and bought jet skis instead.
Yeah, probably. Just skis don't die.
Yeah,
I had a lot of neighbors that had horses in Illinois, and the one neighbor, they had a really nice stable and stuff, and they would actually have other horses there.
Yeah.
So like who's the new horse? Oh, that's they're boarding it until whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
$100 horse compared to was it $10,000?
Right?
Yeah. Oh well,
It seems like a big.
the race horses, they're millions.
Oh
of
yeah.
dollars. Yeah.
If I can get Joe to throw the garbage and feed the horse, I would have a horse.
Oh,
out
my
back.
God.
Let's do it.
I thought
then.
about a goat, Joe.
Well, a
The
goat would be.
Goat
all
could
right.
just eat the garbage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about a goat because the goats get along with the tortoises.
Yeah.
So I
And
thought,
And
horses too.
horses.
yeah. So I
I
thought
don't
I
know.
got a little goat back there, but I don't think the neighbors were.
The time we had the goats in the studio, they ran through the building and just destroyed
Oh,
everything.
they were baby goats. They were
Yeah.
the
I
baby
mean,
goats.
they were in the cubicles. They were up on desks. It was
They were leaving
chaos.
milk duds everywhere too.
I'll never forget that conversation I had with that guy with the goats. I go, "Hey, can we bring the goats in the studio?" And he goes, "Yeah, we can do that. How many?" I go, "How many can you bring?" It was like, just let's load them up. Let's load them up. Yeah, that was fun.
I thought coffee near the board, really bad. Goat on top of the board, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Those goats were in the wires. They were everywhere, man.
They were tearing in the trash, people's cubicles,
Yeah,
and tearing up the
yeah.
garbage cans.
Yep.
They were
Everywhere.
Poop everywhere.
They
Yeah.
were adorable. Just goats. Who cares? Everybody have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Anybody do anything? Oh, how was your anniversary?
It was very good. By the way, you figured it out.
I know. I saw your post and I went, oh, damn.
So, my wife and I are 13th year anniversary. So what I did was Friday. Was it Friday? Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we got up and I said, "Hey, can you grab me a water out of the fridge there?" And she opened it up and she goes, "Oh,"
Oh.
as I put some casino chips in there. So I got 13 $100 chips, and I did a little scavenger hunt. She goes, "What are they at?" I go, "Well, how many years have we been married?" 13. I said, "Look around." So she looks around. She finds 12 of them.
The other one's in my butt.
And she said, she goes, "Where's the other one? In your pants?" And I go, "No." I go, "Is there not 13 there?" And she goes, "No." And I go, "I'm gonna start moving stuff around." I'm looking and everything. I'm like, because I kept it all in the kitchen where she's supposed to be. And I said, I go, "There's got to be. I swear to God, I got 13." And now I'm like, did I not get 13? So I'm like, I don't know what happened. Like an hour and a half later, she goes out to check the mail. It's on the sidewalk out front. I dropped it.
Oh, my
I dropped
God.
the $100 chip out on the sidewalk.
holy cow.
And there was a guy that came to my door trying to sell me solar, and I yelled at him. Luckily, he didn't find it.
Yeah. You didn't see the chip. That's
No,
so funny.
yeah,
The
but-
guy you would have made the guy was a jerk, but I found $100.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so then we went over to the Hard Rock and we played a little bit, and I just absolutely destroyed. I
saw that.
crushed.
Hell yeah.
And so fast too. I really literally sat down, was like kind of up and down with the one dealer for just a couple minutes, and then they switched the other dealer I just kept on winning. And so 10 minutes in, I'm up $2,000 and I go, all right, well, I'm ready to go.
Right.
But my wife wants to play more, and I'm like, so now what do I do? Because I don't want to give it back. That's the worst thing to do is win money and be in the casino.
Yeah.
So I go over to 3-card poker. No lie, couple hands in, I get a flush and a 6-card bonus straight flush.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I just absolutely destroyed this weekend. But then my wife wound up losing. And then we're waiting because we had reservations at Suppresso in there, and it was like 5:15 because they don't open till 5. So we had like 2 hours to kill.
Just walk around.
I go, we can just cancel it. So we went and got dessert first at the Sugar Factory and stuff, and then went over there.
Oh,
But yeah, it was
so
good.
funny.
It was fun. We had a good
That's
time.
good. That's a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're like king of the Hard Rock out there.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I destroyed and then last night with the Celtics and Mavs, I destroyed.
Jeez.
It's wild.
What game did you pick? Game 4? They're gonna sweep, or you picked Game 5?
No, I actually picked Boston in 6.
In 6. All
Yeah,
right.
so I thought 4-2 because they're going back to Dallas now.
Yeah.
So they won the first 2 in Boston. They're going back to Dallas, but I was betting on. I bet Luka to get a triple double, which he did. Drew Holiday just went off, so yeah, I did pretty well with that.
Listen, I've been more of a W fan lately, so I don't know.
Me too.
Oh, we will talk about that, man.
Me too.
Talk about maybe the dumbest move in women's basketball history.
I just
See,
found
and I
out.
disagree, so we'll talk about it.
That's
in a
wild.
minute.
I just found out that if you're cool, you call it the W.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
I just go like this.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
W, or I've heard a couple. In the dub.
Dub.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, so I'm cool now. It's the W.
Remember we used to have, I don't even know what the commercial was for, but the guy who gave out the website, and I think we all agree we stopped saying WWW in 1994.
Yeah.
But the guy would go, just go dub, 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 and then whatever it was. Yeah.
I feel like Drew loves the WNBA, but it's not fake. Like, he really likes it.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? Like, because he's comes from a basketball background, so I think I feel like if I called Drew on a Tuesday, I go, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm watching the Virginia Vaginas play or whatever." like he'd appreciate it more.
I feel like
don't know.
everybody that I talk to that says that they like the WNBA is just trolling me.
Well,
I don't
you know
how
what's
to-
funny is that I was thinking the other day, I have never watched Caitlin Clark play, and the story that I hear right now is that she has not been doing great, but still has been doing okay.
She just came off a 30-point game.
Yeah.
Well, this
But
is
that
not
was her first big
couple
one.
of games
Yeah,
were not
yeah.
that great.
She's heating up now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I thought, if it was on and she was on, I would watch it for a couple of minutes just to see how good
Yeah.
she's doing. You know,
I'm addicted to the drama of all this now. I'm
Yeah,
all in.
it's great. Bitches
Like,
be bitches, man.
I'm so in on the drama. I love it.
But here's the funny thing: in Spanish, you're saying you think people are just trolling you.
Yeah.
Tell them to name 5 teams because listen, we're not into basketball.
Right.
5 Chicago. No, Chicago. No. The NBA. I'm saying.
Oh,
You-
Bulls.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
L.A.
The don't say it. I'm looking at the team. The Lakers. God damn it!
Lakers.
Everybody's staring at me.
We almost had to stop the show.
I'm sorry.
Boston.
I just Celtics.
I'll give you a difficult one.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Thunder.
Yep. See. Yeah. And you don't follow
How about
basketball.
Lakers was the one I had
Yeah.
to struggle with.
The most
I
popular
just couldn't
team
get
of all
it.
time.
Has LA in it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it out. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the WNBA teams. It's not even like a joke. Like, I'm just not gonna pretend I don't. I just don't. I know there's
Las
Sparks.
Vegas Aces,
Okay.
LA Sparks, Indiana Fever, New York Liberty.
and she's on the Fever.
She's on the
Yes.
Fever.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know the Fever is because she's on there because they
Right.
were the worst and now they got her.
Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Why though? Why won't they? Why don't
The
they? The
skyline.
skyline.
Skyscraper.
But do something. I love that when they did it in the beginning. It was like it was a compliment to the NBA. Like
Yeah.
they were played off each other. That made so much more sense.
We don't need the patriarchy. Tell us. Do you know why the Lakers are the Lakers?
No,
Any idea? Los Angeles Lakers. Why are the Los Angeles Lakers?
I just see LA. LA.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it
what.
wasn't originally the LA.
That's
the
right,
Lakers
Carmen.
are-
That's why. Who was it?
Michigan?
Oh,
No, but it does start with them.
Milwaukee.
Lakers.
Minnesota Lakers.
Minnesota,
Because
yeah.
all the lakes in Minnesota. Yeah, it was the Minnesota Lakers.
Minnesota.
That's why Utah Jazz. Everyone was like, "Why is it Utah
Yeah.
Jazz?" They were
I
New
remember
Orleans.
when
Jazz.
they were in New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're the Pelicans,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, New Orleans Pelicans.
We were in. I think you were there. We were in. No, you were in Miami. We were in the Pelican Stadium for WrestleMania, and we're lined up to go in like the friends and family area. And there's a giant Pelicans logo behind me, and I'm like, what team is this? I go, are we in a college stadium? And they're like, no, this is the NBA. I go, we have an NBA team called the Pelicans?
Yeah.
I was blown away by that.
And how do you choose? New Orleans has so many things you could choose from.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. There are pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, but they're crawfish too.
Yeah.
Right. But why in the world would you call it pelicans? Pelicans is such a lame bird to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm eating fish. Like, you want to be something.
Yeah.
When you
something
think of
cool.
sports team birds, eagles,
Yeah.
falcons,
Ravens.
ravens.
Pelicans, pigeons.
If you're gonna be a bird, you gotta be one of the badass birds.
Right.
Yeah. That is really a weird decision.
There was
Who
some,
gets
like-
proud? What teenage kid is like, I'm a Pelicans hero?
Yeah.
But I was gonna say there was some nerd in charge of it. And he was like, "Did you know the pelicans
Yeah.
Right.
actually have the hardest bite?"
Some
It had like some weird fact.
Yeah, the most pounds per
Yeah.
Carmen, do you know that I was in a meeting years ago where the Rays dropped the name Devil from their name because
Yeah.
of too much pressure from the crowd. They changed it to. I'll never forget. They were so embarrassed by it because they go, "We're dropping the Devil and we're just becoming the Rays." And then the Devil Ray was a stingray, like a manta ray. And then they dropped that and they made it. And the guy, I go, so what is it now? And he goes, the ray. And he shows me it's like sunshine. And I go, is that like a ray of sunshine? And he went, yes. And I went, I feel your pain, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
It would not go. Oh, by the way, I hate to say this, but I love to say it at the same time. Hey, Rays, the Mike Calta karma is kicking you in the ass that you're in last place right now. I'm just saying. I didn't even have to wish it, and it happened on you guys. So there you go.
Should have gave that jersey.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I gave away one of my skateboards yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
One of them. How many did you get?
We have two. We had
I love
Mike
Geo's.
Olivero stole them from other people.
Yeah. I
but
donated
one
mine.
was for Geo.
Yeah, so I took Geo's and I gave it away. The other one lays on the floor here until I will refuse to hang it till the Rays climb out of the basement.
I will say I have heard from multiple people that Geo's name does appear on the list.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause they
nice.
don't
For
realize he's associated with the show.
Right.
Don't
but
be
like,
so surprised.
I was telling Galvin before the show, my buddy Charlie from high school, his birthday was yesterday. So I sent him a text, happy birthday. He said, it's weird that you're texting me because my son just gave me Yankee tickets for my birthday. And I was telling him how when your son was little, I used to see you guys sitting behind home plate at the Tampa games all the time. I said, oh, yeah, it's funny. So we don't really talk all the time. And then he hits me up again later, and I went, oh, okay. And I looked at it, and he goes, we're at the Yankee game. My son just got welled in the head with a foul ball.
Oh no!
He sent me a picture of all the emergency guys over there. He was fine. He was fine.
Awesome.
My dad took one to the face when I was a
Oh
kid.
my God.
Yeah. We were at a Mets game.
I mean,
And
look,
what's that?
I was gonna say, look alive. What is
Oh.
happening?
Well, I'll tell you.
Catch it.
Oh, no. Listen, Carmen, it's a better story. George Foster, who was a good hitter, he fouled one to the right field to the right side over the first baseline. There was a scoreboard up there, and it was an old school light scoreboard, not digital. And he hit it, and it spark shot out. It was amazing. We were sitting on the third baseline. Next pitch, fouls it the opposite direction. My brother is sitting on my father's lap. My father pushes my son out of my brother out of the way and turns so my brother doesn't get hit, and he catches the ball right in his nose. Yeah, they thought he broke his nose. There was blood everywhere. It was pretty interesting.
I think I would take foul ball over hockey puck if I had to.
Oh yeah.
Like did you see the people that get hit with the hockey
Speed.
pucks?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No, people die from
Yeah.
hockey pucks.
Yeah.
That's why they have those nets up there.
Yeah.
I can tell you it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on. You had plenty of padding.
I did not have plenty of padding.
Of an 8-year-old.
Yeah. And the worst was after Pete goes, did Mike tell you how to use the padding? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, if you scrunch yourself down, the padding all connects with each other, making a shield. And I was like, nope, nobody told me that.
Nobody told me that. That's the first
Yeah.
time I ever heard that in my life.
Yeah.
You've
I might
taken
be
the
making that
fastball
up.
too. Fastball and the
Yeah,
puck.
yeah.
I can tell you why Pete is a sultan.
I mean,
I'm at the comedy club with Bobby this weekend, just thinking I'm having a great time, and I'm actually sitting there going, "Who's my better friend, Pete or Bobby?" Probably Bobby, because all of a sudden I get a FaceTime from Pete. There's two smoking hot blondes on the. I'm like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hi, we're at Pete's house. Where are you?" I'm like, I'm in Port Charlotte. Who are you? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know what he does or how he does it, and
good for you, Pete.
yeah. He is. I go. Did you tell him about your oil fields? He's Sultan of Dubai, whatever he is.
Oh, yeah.
I like to watch a lot of videos. It's interesting because I've been camping since I was a Boy Scout. I was like 12 years old. But I watch these videos, these people who go out into the woods by themselves and they set up you ever see it? Like they'll set up like a shelter somewhere or something, and whether it be something that they make by hand or they'll set their tent up. And then every one of them, this is my thing, every one of them just pulls out like a 2-pound steak. It's like how to cook this steak on a rock. You guys are traveling with steaks there. I'd be so afraid of bears to start out with. A bear's gonna smell that from a mile.
You're like Uber Eats for a bear.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost here. I can smell it. It's turning down the street.
Could also eat the driver if you wanted to. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I just watched this girl. She had one of those little mini shovels that you pull out and it extends, and she was digging like a little hole. And then at the end, she cleaned it off. And she put some oil on it, and she put it on a fire, and then she pulls out this giant steak and is cooking it on the shovel. And I go, "What? You got a mini shovel and a giant steak? Priorities, lady. Bring some trail mix with you. I think that'd probably be good enough."
The people that go out there and do the hike by themselves and don't tell anyone or give their coordinates, and then they wind up dying. It's like, well, you wanted to die, right?
Yeah.
Like that was your plan. Because
if the world takes me, it takes me.
I'm gonna go on a walkabout, and I'm not telling anyone where I'm going. All right, well. Good luck when you're dead, I guess.
See you later.
Then the other ones, it's either if they don't have a steak, what's the other thing they do? They ground up coffee beans and they make their own coffee. I'm like, you got to take all the Starbucks equipment with you. Just stay home and have a cup of coffee if that's really what you want to do.
Meanwhile, you see like a school bus go by. They're in their backyard. That's not even. You're faking.
So we were out at Visani this weekend in Port Charlotte on Friday night. Saw Galvin out there. So listen, I'm gonna tell you my theory on this. Okay. Friday night, first show sold out. Saturday night, both shows sold out. Friday night, second show,
the one I went to.
I've never performed to a crowd that small. Like I was freaking out a little bit.
It was crazy,
really,
because it was 100 people there in a room that holds 300, and they were not together. They were scattered about. So it looked ridiculous.
I got to be honest with you. Until you said that number, if you had asked me, I would have said there was 15 people.
Really?
Yeah.
It was.
It's spread out all over the place.
Because you can pick your seat and do this stuff, but it was weird because literally there was like 2 tables down the middle that were wide open, and then there was like 2 people here, 1 over here, 3 in the back over here. Yeah, it was really weird. I don't know why they didn't go. All right, hey, everybody, move down.
During the show, some guy came out to go to the bathroom, and he was like, "Yeah, no, we're lucky we got into the show because we've been trying to book online, and they were all sold out." And I go, "Those are not sold out, those seats." And he showed me the website, and they were marked all sold out. So I think there was a glitch in their system.
That's tough.
To why? Well, yeah, because it was tough.
Yeah, because whenever I initially bought tickets, Bobby thankfully refunded me. But I looked, and I got 2 seats, and the rest of the tables were full.
Yeah.
Whenever I looked, that's
so
weird.
something went wrong. Something was definitely wrong with the system.
If when they gave Galvin his money back, they shut down?
Oh my God, dude! Yeah.
They refunded everybody.
Oh my God.
And that's why that was the glitch that locked everybody out.
We went out there, had a very nice dinner, and thank you to Visani who took care of it for our anniversary. That was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Was Bobby freaking out because of no?
I was freaking out because I'm relying on it being our audience and me being able to just go up there and be like, "Hey, mother effers," and everybody laughing. And I got to go up there now and look at empty seats and faces.
Man.
I was like, "You,"
Like a real open micer.
yeah.
It was weird, man. It was weird.
Tough, but it was good. But the second show on Saturday was phenomenal.
Yeah,
because it sold out. They're drunk, and it was just a great time. And people were like, what's the kid's name with the dreadlocks from the cruise?
Dakota
was there. And but there was another guy there. For some reason, he sat in the front row, and he wore like a Flavor Flav clock, and he had a Kangol hat on, and he was not being cool.
Ironic.
Yeah, he was just being an attention-seeking nerd, and he got it. Oh, did he get it? Yeah. So, I don't know if I should say this, but. No, I'm not gonna say. I'll tell you off. No.
Just whisper.
Just say it. No one's
Shh.
listening.
No, because I don't want to get somebody else in trouble. I'll tell you off there.
Come on.
That's not fair.
That's not fun either.
I want to know.
All right.
Yes.
So one of the guys there at the comedy club also had a job where he worked for a cell phone store, and he was talking about how he. We were talking about our cell phones and Bill, and he looks at Bobby and he goes, "Oh, I guarantee you, I could save you money. You probably have the whatever plan, you need this plan. And I looked at him and I go, you're going to open my account and just go, Jesus, what's going on? And he was like, no, I can take care of it all. I can tighten it up. So after the show, we went to a cell phone store. Didn't matter which one. He has a universal key to go in any of the stores. And nothing, I mean, it's his job. He's allowed to do whatever he wants to do.
Right.
And we went in the store at 1:00 in the morning. He reviewed our accounts, did all our stuff,
Awesome.
but he looked right at mine. And he goes, Jesus, what is
Really?
going on? Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't do anything in mine because it was too, it was
Too
too
much.
messed up. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I had.
Oh,
He's
no.
like, "Why do you have a hotspot device?" I go, "I don't know. Do I have one of those?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Everybody in your family has a phone, an iPad, and an Apple Watch." I go, "Yes." I go, "Except I've never seen my kids wear Apple Watches, so I don't know that that's real." You know, it was crazy, but. Yeah, and we're in there in the middle of the night, like 1:00 in the morning. I just keep waiting for the police to bust in any second now. The kid, because the kid doesn't look like somebody that should have a universal key to a cell phone store.
What do you think you pay with your phones, with your this, with your internet, with your, you used to have all the boxes, all the different things, like all of that stuff, not even electronic, just everything that you pay for, accounts, like memberships. What do you think you pay a year?
How many
that you,
Netflix
that you have
accounts?
no idea.
Hulu, Peacock.
And you're not using or anything. I would say you're probably spending 10 to 20,000 a year
Yeah.
that you
Oh my
have
God.
no idea about.
There is a commercial
Yeah.
where the girl is like, "I have 2 Hulu accounts." I'm like, "I'm sure we have 2 Hulu."
Oh,
accounts.
You're still paying for your ex-husband's this.
Yeah.
What are you?
Because when we signed up for our phones, they gave us like free Disney and free other stuff. you know?
Right. But then it kicks in after a year or
That's how they
whatever.
get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
if you don't cancel.
Yeah. But we have, we have this stuff whenever that I have, and then my wife doesn't know that we have it, so she joins Hulu, and then I forget the password, and I rejoin Hulu, so we got 3 Hulu accounts now. So yeah.
I guarantee you're a member of a wine club that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all this stuff.
100%.
You're paying for MySpace.
By the way,
Of course, nobody else is paying for mine.
did you see the thing that I sent you guys over the weekend about Grubhub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a lady sent that to me. If you have Amazon Prime, you get Grubhub included with that, so you don't have delivery fees or anything.
I
That's
didn't
great.
click on that because I thought it was gonna be like that one dude on the side of the bed hanging out. I thought it was one of his jokes.
So I knew that, but the thing about that is there's different restaurants on each of them.
What do you
Yeah,
So
but I
that-
gotta be honest with you. If it's gonna save me a couple grand,
Oh
you know?
yeah, if you order that much out of it and stuff like that, then yeah, use Grubhub, and you can still use Uber Eats. It's not like you're paying
Right,
for
right.
that
Yeah.
unless you order it. But I'm just saying, like I've looked at Grubhub, and they do not have the same restaurants that Uber Eats does.
Yeah, if they have a pizza place and a Chinese place and some sort of
Yeah.
Mexican, I'm fine.
There used to be a service that delivered food in St. Pete when Pete and I lived together.
Really?
It was the worst.
Oh.
It was you would order from the Mexican restaurant and it would take 3 hours to get delivered. Yeah, like they did not have it down.
You probably remember this. In New York, they did it, I'm sure, whatever. But I lived outside of Chicago, but we went downtown Chicago. I was trying out for a band or something. And the guy goes, "Do you want McDonald's? We're going to order." And I go, "What do you mean order? Like, are you going there?" And he goes, "No, they deliver." And this was in the late 80s, early 90s. And they delivered McDonald's.
Awesome.
Yeah,
They did that
and
in-
I
they
was
did that in
like,
Manhattan.
what?
Yeah.
Pizza was the only thing that they ever delivered, you know?
Pete and I ordered Chinese food from this place we went to all the time that we found out was on Dirty Dining later on. Marbo. I was on 4th Street. And we waited like 3 hours. And we called the place. I can't remember the name of it.
Just walking there.
I'm like, I call the guy and I go, "Dude, what are you guys doing?" And he's like, "It's coming." And I go, "Why you have an attitude with me?" And we got in a big fight. And I was like, "I'm going to murder you on the air tomorrow." And yeah, it turned out the next day the guy I worked with was sick and didn't come in, so I was in control of the show. Oh, I used the whole show.
Oh, I thought sick because
Oh,
of the
no,
food.
The pizza.
No, I used the whole show to just murder that. It wasn't DoorDash because that exists now. Pete will know what it was. I couldn't remember. But the best is I wanted to kill the guy, so I call the guy at Marbo because Pete and I went there all the time, and I go, "It's Mike," and he's like, "Hello, Mr. Mike, Mr. Pete," and I go, hey, where is that place that does the delivery? He goes, oh, Mr. Mike, I cannot tell you. And I go, listen to me, you can tell me. And he goes, I cannot tell you because then you go kill him and then please come to me. And I go, that's the plan. That is absolutely the plan.
I love when they get attitude with you, like you did something wrong when you're waiting on them.
He was like total like Italian guy. He was totally like, what do you want? What do you want from me? What do I want from you? I want my food I ordered 3 hours
Yeah,
ago. That's
like,
all I wanted.
come on.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's take a break and we'll get the show going this morning. Yeah. Oh, my Colorado just texted me. Marbo, he knows.
Yeah.
We put in that's why I could eat poison and it won't affect me because of all the years we ate at Dirty Marbo. We got a good show today. It is Monday. We're here. We're awake. We're having a good time. And Carmen will tell us what we're giving away next. And then we'll play a little Sporcle. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what do we got to give away today?
We have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Jane's Addiction, 30 Seconds to Mars, Slash, and then we have some new stuff added on this week. Like Santana.
But they're with the Counting Crows, aren't they?
Correct, they are. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
When is that Santana Counting Crows?
It's at Emily Arena Sunday, June 16th.
Oh, that's this Sunday.
Yeah.
So I can get
Father's
in.
Day with the Counting Crows.
Get in, watch the Counting Crows, and get out before Santana. I kind of like that. All right, what else?
And then where did I leave off? Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper I would go see too. All right.
Still has not announced the special guest, too. She said there's going to be a special guest with her.
Ooh, who do you think it's going to be? Lou Albano?
No, for some reason, I feel like it's going to be Blondie. I don't know why.
Well, that'd be good.
Right. Like,
see
I
that
think
show.
she's going to bring another female artist out with her.
I think it'll be Titus O'Neil.
Oh, maybe.
Probably.
Okay.
I can't talk too much crap about Titus. He's in the studio this week.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't need it to be fresh on his mind.
I'd love to see him with the Cindy Lauper concert.
Yeah, exactly.
Just up there singing girls that just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
That's true, Cindy.
Girls are equal, and they should be able to have as much fun as boys. All right, let's do it right now. Let's play a little Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper, who does a fine job, if
Thank
I
you,
may say
Michael.
so.
Nah.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing 2 words, 1 answer. A edition. Okay, so all the answers are going to begin with the letter A.
All right.
Everyone good?
Mhm.
Your first one, Simon Theodore
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin is what I needed. Galvin. Parents, sister,
Ant.
Geo. Maryland, capital,
Annapolis.
Mike. Violet, birthstone,
Amethyst.
Mike. Ancient, calculator,
Abacus.
Galvin. Judas, Peter,
Apostle.
Mike. Trapeze.
Artist.
No. Adobe.
Acrobat.
Mike.
Oh,
and
man.
Pap. We are halfway there.
Spanish is not on the board. He has 0 points. Gio with 1. Galvin with 2. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
All right.
Makes me nervous.
We are playing 2 words, 1 answer, A edition.
Girls One Cup.
Nope.
Right?
Your next one, oak, nut,
Acorn.
Mike. Zodiac, ram,
Aries.
Aquarius.
Aries, Mike. And Fitch,
Abercrombie.
Mike.
I almost said Lilo.
Prime, river,
Amazon.
Angus.
Amazon, Spanish. Honda,
Accord.
luxury.
No.
Acura.
Galvin.
No
No.
point.
Oh, no point?
No. What
that
was
was
it?
me.
What was the
It was
answer?
Acura.
Yeah, it was Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Learn
thought
the
it was-
voices. Jesus.
I thought it was you. Jesus. You and Galvin sound, or you and Spanish sound exactly the
They're the same. They're the
You
same.
look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Understand how you feel, Carmen.
He has a
Thank
short
you.
beard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Curiously strong
Altoids.
Spanish
That was ambiguous.
cartoon corporation.
Acme.
Galvin and Pep. We are on the last 3.
Gio is on the board with a single point still. Galvin and Spanish are tied with 3, and Michael is your leader right now. He's out front with 7.
Oh.
I don't think that's right.
All right. 2 words, 1 answer. A answers. Last 3. Here we go. Quickly, acronym.
Arriba.
Quickly, acronym. ASAP.
ASAP.
Yes.
Joe knew. Point Joe.
What a hero.
Yeah.
Same as you, Gio.
Woody wrench.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Gio. And your last one.
Gio got the point and then took it away from him.
If you say no, you don't get it.
Yeah. And your last one. Thor, Hulk.
Avengers.
Spanish.
Your final score, Gio with 2 points, Galvin with 3, Spanish with 4, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
That 3 in a row?
No, that's one.
1?
Your one streak. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Congratulations, though, Mike.
We haven't had a rule in a long time.
I had to get a point just because Joe said he was the same as me.
Yeah.
Right, I was.
What are the totals?
The year totals, Michael. Gio is in 4th place with 5 wins for the year. I am in 3rd place with 12 wins for the year. Galvin is in 2nd with 31 wins for the year. And you are the leader with 56 wins for the year.
My dreams of doubling are slowly fading away.
It's only halfway through the year.
Yeah. That's true. We are only halfway through the year. Hey, Carmen,
Yes.
I mentioned 2 girls, 1 cup, and I heard you go, ew.
Yeah.
What do we think that was?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not real. I feel like that
Right.
was the first
That couldn't be
edit.
real, right?
That was the first
I mean, it just physically doesn't seem possible.
Do you,
No, they would be so sick.
But I
Like,
mean,
you
they would.
can't eat
I
them.
don't think they'd be able to just even make it. I don't know.
do you ever go to the website rotten.com
Oh,
in the
no.
90s
Yeah.
and 2000s?
yeah.
They had a lot of that kind of stuff on there.
Yeah, but I mean that not the same quality that this thing had, and
Yeah.
Well, also, do you remember watching Faces of Death?
Yeah.
And that was like so crazy. Okay. When you watch it whenever you're older or you see something, remember the guy that got eaten by the alligators and
Yeah.
stuff? Why did they have a camera underwater
yeah,
Ooh.
that was filming the whole thing?
Yeah, there were some.
Yeah.
Remember the monkey
Stop.
brains?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
guy that was
yeah.
the monkey
That was a
brains?
puppet.
Yeah.
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 It was?
Yeah, I mean, they
was
had the
real.
monkey, and then they swapped it out, and they did.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the brains, and it's just like ice cream or whatever.
I'm-
You know.
And I'm pretty sure those 2 girls came out like 10 years ago and like explained the video. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was like pudding or something.
Oh.
that's worse.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm to the age now where I'm like, oh, that's somebody's daughter. Oh man, that's all.
oh,
I
you're just to that age.
No, but anytime now, probably because I have teenage daughters. Anytime I see something like that, I think, oh my god, there's some father out there, and that's his daughter.
I know I don't like that at all.
Do you remember the guy in the glass jar?
By the way, I don't care about their daughters. I just think about mine.
But yeah, it's the thing. I'm like, I can't imagine like what that is.
What's the guy in the guy in the glass jar? Or the glass jar and the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one?
I
I don't know
probably-
if that one is real or not, but that was around the same time as the 2 girls, 1 cup.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that like the guy with the zucchini?
No, with the.
Man, what are you watching, Joe?
Yeah. We're not doing that?
What?
No, but the jar breaks.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. I don't know if that was real or not, but it was
No.
scarring.
There was like a whole series of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
There was scarring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of
That's where the zucchini came in.
I'm so hungry. Zucchini sounds good right
Oh,
now.
it does, yeah.
I'm looking to see whether they have stuff, whether this is real. The
I can't
2
find
girls, 1
anything.
cup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's real. I just don't know what the. I don't know.
Dave Attell used to have a great joke about that. And it was like, what you need most in that moment is salad tongs and a friend who can keep a secret.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
All right, what do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, we have dudes on dudes on dudes.
Oh man, we just talked about that.
Smooth move dummies and crazy or set up.
Crazy, crazy. I figured Joe would help me out with that one.
I can
but,
help you.
Yeah,
Too late.
Joe, how are things at home?
Very good, Michael. I made chili this weekend. How was it, Anthony?
Joe's
Really?
famous chili.
It was good.
See?
It was really good.
There's all sorts of meats.
All sorts of stuff.
Whatever
in there.
cold cuts are left,
Yeah.
just throw everything in there.
Everybody in the household put something in.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
contributed. You
Yeah.
know, we all
Who
took a
put
turn.
this tea bag in here?
Yeah.
Tea bag.
Started with a single stone.
Yeah, I threw a
It's
bunch
your
of
turn
cheeses.
to stir, juicy fruit.
Yeah.
It was a whole family meeting.
God.
Everybody made it together.
Nothing's good on a hot summer day like a cup of chili.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
You would
I do,
love this
I
chili.
do enjoy
deal.
some chili.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, not too spicy. Good
No.
flavor.
Beans, no beans.
Yes, beans.
Yeah.
Two
I
different
know.
kinds.
What kind?
Kidney beans and black beans.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's
Black
my.
beans.
Black beans
Yeah.
don't fit.
That's
Yeah.
my only complaint is I don't like the beans.
Yeah,
But-
you gotta make it. You gotta make it without beans,
Yeah.
and then put a pot that has beans.
Yeah, I'm with Galvin.
All right. Well,
But it's all right. You know.
Don't force your beans on me.
Yeah.
No, beans are supposed to be in chili.
Nah.
I think
Yes.
so.
I'm very surprised you went black beans at the Whore Island.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Just because we had it laying around.
You know, it was there. It was in the cupboard, man.
Let's go around the room. Gio, beans or no beans?
Beans.
Spanish?
No beans.
Galvin?
No beans.
Joe?
Beans.
I'm beans. Carmen?
Beans.
Yeah, beans barely edge it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with no beans, what's left?
Meat
mean,
and
just meat.
fun. Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Chili, Wendy's. I'll take some Wendy's chili.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you when
You know,
really
it's
Nice
good.
beans.
You know, it's just a leftover hamburger.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I don't care if it's fat from Dave Thomas's arm. It tastes delicious.
So I googled, are beans supposed to be in chili? And it says beans go in chili unless it's specifically called Texas chili.
Yeah, Texas.
That's
no
what I
beans.
like. Texas chili.
Texas chili. Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
I like
So if
rest
you-
of the world chili.
Yeah.
hmm
I like
Don't
this-
give me your Michigan chili.
Yeah.
Gross. Get out of here.
All right, Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Yeah,
We
I
did
already
that
said
already.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's take a break and then we'll do that. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. My engineer, Mike Cernak, is in control of my computer right now.
Hell yeah.
Taking over.
Oh, yeah. It just, I don't know what's going on.
What'd you do?
Well, I can't
You were
log
looking at
in.
porn?
No.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah.
Shut it
It's all,
down.
it's all part of what I do over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to do anything or if he's doing it. I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
He'll text you. He does it, and then he's like, "All right, now do this."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this isn't working. Stand by. Stand by. All right. Anyway, time to check in with news and Galvin.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Spanish and I are bleeding from our face now.
This is very loud.
I am sorry. I'm trying to figure out because you guys switched Comrex.
Yeah.
Comrexes?
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used to be, you started at 2 and then you went to 6 and now you're back to 2.
Yeah.
So the levels are different on both of them.
Not blaming you, Carmen. Not blaming
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just,
I'm just-
I mean, on the commercials, they're like, goddamn, Carmen.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out which one's low, which one's high, this and that, you know?
Well, we can tell you that one's high.
okay,
Yeah.
got you.
The
You can see the blood in her
Yeah, the
eyes.
blood trickling from my nose lets you know that one is high.
My bad.
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. It's happening this weekend, Father's Day. If you have a father in your life and you want to get a present, you're like, I don't want to get him a tie. I don't want to golf.
What do you want
golf
as a
club
father? What do
covers.
you want for Father's Day?
Peace and quiet.
Yes.
No, you want something that they thought about that they're like, hey, you know what? Dad needs some new shoes, or Dad needs, something like that, where they think about it instead of
I would like a nice pair of like not flip flops, but like a comfortable
sandal or
Sandal,
something. Maybe some
yeah.
Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
Something comfortable like that. Well,
or at least for like my son to go, hey, my dad wears old man shoes. I'm going to get him something cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah, there you go. Well, they have all the different styles and brands you're looking for right there at Pelt's. You can stop in there. They've got the athletic shoes, boating shoes. They've got some work boots, sandals, dress shoes, all right there. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. If you hear my voice, you're probably near a Pelt's right now. So stop in there, and don't forget, Father's Day WNBA Sunday, June 16th. That's this Sunday. Stop into the Pelts. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So when the topic of Donald Trump's potential running mate arose in Manhattan's fundraiser last week, the Republican presidential candidate gave high marks to contenders, including North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum.
Yeah.
That's
The Eagle from the Muppets.
Yeah.
And U.S. Senator Tim Scott. Some of the wealthy donors said Trump should select former primary rival Nikki Haley as his number 2.
That would seem the most stable thing for him to do.
But according to insiders, his current VIP shortlist is nearly all men. Ohio U.S. Senator J.D. Vance and Florida U.S. Senator Marco Rubio have emerged as leading contenders for vice presidential nods. Several of those people said Burgum, and South Carolina's Scott remain in contention as well.
I don't like either Burgum or Scott.
Or Rubio, and I don't even know whether I know Vance.
Well, Tim Scott, he's been really kissing Trump's ass
From Vance
for a while.
Yeah.
He has, and the idea of bringing a black guy in and having a Southern guy, it makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, you gotta think that whoever, it's the same thing with Biden. Biden's so old that in those next 4 years, they're going to set up the vice president to run for president, and Biden's vice president could possibly take over the presidency in the next 4 years because he's so old. Now with Trump, you got to consider that his vice president could be taking over any day now because he could be going to jail or any of the other things that could be going on. So the vice president really becomes an important decision to make this time, and they're picking him, or he's picking it based on who's going to help him get elected. But the truth is that we should be thinking about that vice president for both sides is somebody who's going to be, positioned to be the next president through the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I think Tulsi Gabbard covers everything that they
must be something about her.
Yeah, right. Is it because she scares too many people, or what?
But I heard her and Trump didn't get along.
Yeah.
She came out heavy against Trump early on. Yeah.
And I heard that he is just doesn't gel with her.
But she seems more aligned with him now. But I don't know.
Also a Democrat that then flipped to nothing, and then now is leaning more Republican.
Right.
I don't know, that other broad shot her dog, and that got her out of it.
Oh my God, that was so ridiculous. I still can't believe that's real.
What's the lesson in there? Don't shoot your dog.
Yeah.
Don't you shoot your dog.
Or don't write about it.
That's secret time.
Also, don't do it though.
I know. Look, I'm just saying, and not even the dog. Like, say she ran over. Like, I ran over 2 birds in 5 minutes one time by accident. 100% by.
This guy's out for
murder.
I was with Bobby. I hit the bird and I go, oh.
This
and then,
weekend?
No. This is like last time I was here. I drove and I went, boom, and I hit a bird and I went, oh, and then all of a sudden you heard, boom, again. I was like, oh, 2.
At that point, you're
They
trying.
were soulmates. No, they were soulmates. One couldn't live without the other.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm married to my soulmate. I wouldn't throw myself in front of a car.
That's not your soulmate then.
You're Costanza. We had a deal.
Yeah.
When he's running over the pigeons.
I don't know that I'd necessarily put that in my book. Just keep that private.
Yeah. That's
I'm never
Who
running
told
for
her to
office.
put that in her book is what I want to know.
Oh,
Well, I think she thought that she was
that'll
like,
make her look like a.
I'm
I'm
real
relatable.
American. This is what I do. And it's
real
like,
American,
well, like I take matters
Yeah.
into my own hands because I
No.
can't train a goddamn dog.
God, lady.
The thing was a puppy.
Take it easy, man.
Jesus.
It just kept licking me over
Yeah.
and over again.
The-
Its cute, drooly face was on my arm at all times, so I brought it out to the pit and blew its head off.
Constantly wagging its
Yeah,
tail.
yeah.
Like, what?
How dare
Sometimes you can't be so happy. It makes people crazy.
Oh, that fur. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season is underway, and AccuWeather meteorologists are closely monitoring the Northwest Caribbean Sea and Gulf of Mexico for potential development over the next week. As the week progresses, tropical downpours tracking through the basin have the potential to produce flooding and rough seas for an extended period of time across Florida, and there's even a chance the downpours can organize enough to become a named tropical system. We are partnered, and we have all your stuff for all the weather. We're ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, this station will turn into a 24-hour weather and news and information station if something like that happened. I heard this report the other day that it was going to be a very active hurricane season. I looked at my wife. I go, "This is the year we should get a generating we should do now. And
Should have
she goes,
been had
should've,
one.
Right, listen, just use
Carmen
it as an
said,
excuse.
should have been had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too late, man.
You want some Mexican Michigan chili? You should have have done that one. I feel like you're going to shoot a puppy, Carmen.
Never.
She said yes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Release the funds.
Whoa.
Good luck finding one.
Yeah,
That's
now
the
it's-
problem now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a better chance of going back in time and going fishing this weekend.
Oh, jeez.
Like I said, should have been had one.
Yeah.
Should have been had it.
At what point do we go buy 600 rolls of toilet paper? Let me know. So I want to get a jump on that.
Now! Go. Get all the water, get all the toilet paper, all the canned food.
I gotta tell you, in March is when I kind of start, like, I buy an extra case of water here and
Yeah,
there.
that's what I do.
I do, you know what I mean? I like slowly do it. That way I don't have to like emergency do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the same thing. I mean, we always have stuff on hand. I think we'll be fine.
I actually had to, so I have my little routine that I do, and I do my little Walmart shopping on Saturday morning, and I had to talk to the Walmart manager. I go, the guy with the liquid death, you can only carry 2 cases, or what's going on? Because there's literally like only 3 cases of it. And I go, by the way, you have as much of the bubbly water or whatever. They got lime, they got cranberry, they got the. I go, I just want regular water. I go, tell him, bring. He goes, I will.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
So my wife drinks no sugar, Snapple iced tea, lemon.
Okay.
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
She's on a treasure hunt for it.
Well, do you think they discontinued it? Is she
No.
the only person
No,
drinking that?
Like we'll go to like a Publix. We'll pass a Publix we don't normally go to, and she's like, "Let me just run in there," and she'll come out with 3 cases. I wiped them out. I took the 3 cases, but I don't know why. And she asked the lady, and she goes, "I think it's a distribution problem because we can't get them." I mean, it's regular Snapple, 0 sugar Snapple.
This is regular liquid death.
Yeah.
The regular water, not the sparkling water. And they'll only have like 2 or 3 cases in there. And I'm like, come on, guys, I need at least 4 per
Right?
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go through that like
delicious
crazy.
water.
Is that like all the water, the only water you drink, Galvin?
Yeah, that, and then I will get the big jug of distilled water that I put in for my hydrogen, and I do that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your hydrogen?
My bottle.
Oh, you got a hydrogen bottle?
Yeah. You have one too.
Yeah, I know. But I stopped using it. I didn't feel anything different.
Oh. You're the worst. You drank it. You drank probably 2 of those. In nothing. You didn't become shredded in Mr. Olympia. You're Ozempic. You're like this doesn't work. Well, and I go, how long you been on? And you go, I take my 2nd shot next week. And I'm like, get out of here. Yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm saying like I didn't feel any. I didn't say it look any different.
Well, I don't know whether you're necessarily. I mean, you're going to feel like energy and that type of stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like cranking it up. I think over the long run, in your blood and the different stuff, there are tests, there's results and studies that have found all that stuff. But I don't think it's necessarily something you're going to be like. Boo, boo, boo,
I thought
through
for
the roof with
sure
it.
I would start running around.
Yeah.
After one bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most things take like at least a week.
Oh no,
to
I
even,
drank it for like
notice.
a month. Like
Anyone
2 weeks.
believe that?
Consistently,
Yeah.
you drank one in a month.
It was in here the first day you got
Yeah.
it, and then that was it. Never
Why?
saw it again.
I keep it out there and I drink it during Jeopardy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my Jeopardy water
Oh,
bottle.
it makes you smarter.
Something's working.
How about this? I know none of us have. When was the last time you were in California?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Did you buy a lottery ticket out there?
No, I did not. But I have to tell you something about California when you're done.
California lottery players need to check their tickets because there might be a $2.9 million ticket out there that somebody has not
wow.
claimed. Mega Million tickets is worth an estimated $2.9 million is set to expire this weekend.
Oof.
Yeah, the lucky ticket was purchased in Los Angeles on December 12th. Oh, so it was 2023. Yeah, man, could you imagine finding out listen, if you don't know, you don't know, and it never happened. But if you find that ticket in a month from now,
Can't you call somebody up and be like, come on?
half.
on.
Give me half.
Please.
Give me half.
Yeah.
So, Gio, you're going to. I mostly got to come to you on this. But Galvin, you too.
Okay.
My son, 17 years old, is going to Los Angeles Wednesday
Okay.
by himself
All right.
Oh.
and going to some rap concert or whatever. I'm I'm stressing out a little bit about it.
Yeah.
I can't stress out in front of my wife. I'm like, he's fine, but not.
The good
in front
thing
of
He
her.
has family out there.
You're right. Well, that's the thing. Caitlin's out there.
Yeah,
so.
you know a lot of people out there, so if something did happen. You
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
But still, like he's never flown without us before.
Yeah.
He's
Really?
Yeah. No. Where would he go without us?
So
don't know.
I will tell you, your son seems mature for 17. Like he's a good kid. Like whenever we were over here watching the UFC and people come, he's greeting people, shaking hands, making eye contact. You don't see that with a lot of teenagers.
Yeah.
But here's my question to you: how good is he with paying attention to stuff?
No, he's an idiot.
That's the problem. That's a problem because traveling on your own.
He's gonna get lost in the airport.
Right.
Like, is
that's
this
the
gate
thing.
3B or is this gate 4C?
Yeah.
Where-
Yeah. And
I'm in
just-
Louisiana.
Yeah.
And a lot of different stuff. Yeah, he gets on the wrong plane somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, he's traveled a lot. He's very well traveled.
That
You
is
know
the
what
one thing that I said to my wife. I go, the kid's been to 10 different countries already. We've gone overseas. He knows how to work through an airport. He'll
Right.
be fine. I'm worried about him going to the really wreck show in Compton or wherever he's going to.
Yeah.
He's going totally solo, no friends or anything.
He's got this rapper that
Yeah.
he works with,
Right.
and he got this kid on a show in LA, a big show.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like I don't know how he did
Yeah.
this,
All
but
right.
he's flying out there because this kid's opening for this big rap show. So he's doing that, and then he's got a photo shoot for something else, and like he's got business there. He's got
Yeah.
things to do. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
American business.
It's crazy.
I remember
LA business.
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I would fly by myself when I was like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
put you on with the stewardess
Right,
to
and
take you
somebody
off.
takes you. Well, I told him
and your
yesterday.
parents didn't care about you.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, my
I told him
God.
yesterday. I go, when the plane empties, you sit in your seat, and then the flight attendant will take you off the plane. He's like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I go, "Yeah, I'm kidding." I'm
Is there
kidding.
any, because he's still a minor, is there any like rules they have to go by? Or?
No, we had to jump through a couple of hoops to buy him a ticket.
Yeah.
But once we got that all taken care of, it was.
My son just turned 18 this past weekend.
What?
Wow.
It's wild, yeah.
Dude.
I told him I only got 2 kids now. I'm so excited.
Right. Oh.
You're on your own.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is great. I go, everything's
Oh
so
my
much
God.
cheaper.
Now, when
don't
does do you have a rule like when he has to move out, Gio?
No,
I feel
not
like
right.
you would.
No, he just goes to the porch like Gio.
Yeah, no, not right now.
Now, what
Nice.
happens when he says, "I'm an adult, I can do what I want"?
Oh,
But
then,
if your kid's not going to college because he's going to start working,
yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So if he starts working right out of the gate at 18 and is living at your house and has a couple of years to actually save some money,
Yeah, yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's a great head start.
Listen, I'm adjusting to the fact that he's graduating. So, like, if he was to stay
Yeah.
for a while, I'm fine with that.
Well,
you know?
Amanda's really nervous about Joey going to LA, and I said to her, I go, it's July. His 18th birthday is in August. It's June rather. His 18th birthday is in August. Well, we can't tell him in 2 months where to go, where not to go.
Yeah.
What are you
That's the
gonna do?
thing.
Yeah.
Like, you could join the army in 2 months.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
go to
Right.
war.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like,
Are you going to make your son pay rent now that he's working at 18?
No. He takes care of his like car insurance. and stuff.
By the way, just so you're wondering on how long you'll be worried about your son and stuff that's happening in the world and different things, my dad, who is 92 and I am 52, still says that I could be drafted. Yeah. Not that I really could be drafted.
It could
But he's
happen.
like, you know, if there's a war and there's this, I
Yeah.
go, I think I'm pretty safe with.
I was
being out of
much
the
more
realm.
afraid of boot camp than I was war.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
So
I'd be
yelling
like,
at you and making
if
you-
I can go straight to the war, I'll do that. I don't want to go to boot camp.
I don't need some guy yelling at me, banging a
Yeah.
garbage can for me to wake up.
Also, I think
5 more minutes, Sarge.
I think part of the reason why I'm in radio is because I saw Good Morning Vietnam so many times.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, if I get drafted, I'm just going to be the radio guy.
Yeah. That would be
Good
awesome.
morning. Where would we be?
Good morning.
China.
Israel,
Ukraine.
China, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Full Metal Jacket before I saw Good Morning Vietnam, and after
Not the
seeing
same-
that,
not the
dude,
same kind of
I was
Vietnam.
like, oh my God, I do not want to go to war.
No, man. Full Metal Jacket was
Oh.
crazy. That was one thing about my father. Good father, like, I don't know. He would take us to go see movies that he'd want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we were fine with it. I'll go see Full Metal Jacket. I'll
Yeah.
go see Porky's. I'll see all these. But I don't know that I would do that with my kid.
How old? Do you remember how old you were when you saw Full Metal Jacket for the first
When
time?
it first came out. So that was, I would say I was, I think that I was in high school. I think I was a freshman in high
Yeah,
school.
I was probably a little bit older. I think I was maybe a sophomore the first time I saw it, and I had dreams about it. It impacted me so much. Nightmares, really.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and that's the
'cause-
thing. Like, I could see, maybe not having them see like really scary stuff or everything. That is a little, I think you're just a pussy.
I mean, it was just very real.
It was Corporal Pyle.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
the-
Because think about it.
Arlie Army screaming at you.
9/11 just happened, and they were talking about, there was all this draft talk from when I was young.
Okay.
And then I was getting ready to turn 18, and I saw Full Metal Jacket, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, I get that if you put it into the context.
But also,
like
I'm
that,
a pussy, yeah.
Why
I
are you
remember
not
th-
stomping out Private Pyle's guts right now?
Yeah. Oh. That movie was strong, man.
Dude, it was real strong. And I thought the whole thing was going to be just the boot camp stuff.
No.
And then they go to Vietnam, and I was
It's
like,
2 movies.
there's more to this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tubuku.
Dude, I'm trying to think now of all the movies. My dad took us to see like Hamburger Hill, like all these Vietnam, Uncommon Valor.
Yeah.
Then we saw some. He would
Intense.
just take us to see the movies that he wanted
Yeah.
to see. We never saw a Disney movie or any of that stuff. We just saw all these movies that he liked.
I mean, that was the same with my dad. And I remember the first time he said, like, ooh, I don't think I should have brought you to this one. It was
My
me-
dad never said that.
Oh, it was me, myself, and Irene.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was 9.
oh, it's so
And
good.
he was like, ooh, I don't think I should have brought you here to this one.
I'm trying to think of all the. I mean, there was the Porky's movie, but that was great because you're the best dad in the world. You
Yeah.
can take us see movies when we're like 9. And then there were so many, but I think also that's part of the reason why I like movies so much is because I started watching good ones. since
I
was
thought
so
you were
young.
saying that's why I like boobies so
Movies so
much.
much. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I was a big fan.
Yeah.
All those 80 movies all had
Oh yeah,
naked
I
chicks
gotta
in them.
tell you, I would love to go through those movies, like especially like
dude.
Porky's, whatever, and just yell "canceled" every time it would be canceled. I mean, think about that. They were in high school and they were putting their wieners through a hole in the wall of the
How about
girls' shower.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Revenge of the
Rape.
Nerds. Pan down. I want some bush.
Yeah.
Raping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raping because he wears the mask. He dressed up like the other guy and goes in and bangs a girl. And then when he takes the mask off, she likes it because she liked it. She enjoyed the
And then he
rape.
went like this
Yeah.
to make it better. Oh
Sweaty
yeah.
Childs.
They put the camera. They busted into the sorority house. They put the cameras in there. to watch them.
Surveillance.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
put
Oh, yeah.
surveillance cameras in there.
Yeah, that's
And then
wild.
they were spying on them.
Yeah.
That's the-
Same with Animal House spying with the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was a bad team. Yeah,
killed the
nobody wanted
horse.
to be like Botarski. He had a 0.0. Yeah. Killing the horse is great. There are so many. I'm trying to think like the only movie that I can recall. Oh, we went to see Zapped. Remember Zapped?
yeah,
Zapped.
Scott Baio
Yeah.
had powers, and he
What?
made Heather Thomas's top fall off.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
remember
Couldn't
that.
he see through clothes too in that?
I don't remember.
No, he had telekinesis, so
Yeah.
he could bust
Okay,
him
okay.
open.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a power to have.
Yeah. Who else? It was. I'm trying to think. I know we went to go see.
I remember seeing RoboCop, which had drugs,
Yeah.
naked chicks,
But at the end of the day, you also had a robot cop.
Yeah.
If my father took me to see Sharky's Machine, which was just Burt Reynolds and a team of other guys, and they were taking down drug dealers. And
I feel maybe the trailer was misleading about RoboCop because I just remember naked chicks, cocaine, really super graphic violence.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people getting heads blown off and
Yeah.
heads blown off.
oh man, what was that movie Carl Weathers was in? The other movie besides Rocky?
Predator?
No, Action Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Action Jackson.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why he didn't do more stuff.
I mean, he was Chubbs.
Yeah,
there was
because-
little bit parts.
That was because Adam Sandler helped him out because it's not like he was doing. He was great on Arrested Development, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just got. He was Apollo Creed.
That's it. Yeah, you got typecast.
Sometimes you get into a role that defines you, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't have." People are going to be thinking Apollo Creed the entire time.
I
you
think
know?
that's the same thing with Billy D. Williams. He's always Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Colt 45 and Lando Calrissian.
Speaking of not the same, but I got very geeked out and excited over the weekend. Smokey Robinson liked my comment.
Oh, nice.
I
Damn.
was like, "Whoa!"
yeah.
Smokey. My wife, I must have said it to my wife like 3 times, and she's like, "I get it, I get it." I go, he liked my comment.
We should have him wish your wife a happy Chanukah.
Yeah.
That is the greatest thing. He was on, was it Cameo?
Cameo,
Yeah, he was doing Cameo, and somebody wanted him to wish happy Hanukkah to one of their friends. He apparently has never heard of Hanukkah, doesn't know what Hanukkah is, and he said happy Chanukah.
Happy Chanukah. Happy Chanukah.
Yeah.
Happy
So
Chanukah.
funny.
Oh, Smokey. The Boston Celtics got a 105-98 victory against the Dallas Mavericks last night in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. The Mavs were more competitive for a longer stretch in Game 2, but the result was the same as Game 1. Luka Doncic had a triple-double, but they wound up losing the game. Boston has a 2-0 lead in that series as they head to Dallas on Wednesday for Game 3.
Yeah.
I just, this is my extent of interest in basketball, hearing you talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I like watching basketball.
a lot more interesting.
I bet.
Galvin knows all the players.
I
Staying
do.
up till 11.
I'm talking with my nephew. My nephew's a big Celtics fan, so we're going back and forth. And now, I told him I said I put money on Luka to have a triple double, which he got. And my nephew wrote back to me like such a smart ass. He goes, "Not gonna happen," with a thumbs down. So then whenever I won, I sent him how much money I won, and I go, "I guess it did happen." Take that, 12-year-old. Just fighting with young family members. So speaking of basketball, this is, I think, absolutely wild. We'll talk about it. Let's see. Get into it.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has been left off Team USA roster for the Paris Olympics this summer. The Indiana Fever rookie guard is taking things in stride and using it as fuel to try and qualify for the next Olympic team, saying, quote, "Honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for." Clark is coming off a 30-point performance in Friday's win over the Washington Mystics. Oh, there's another team. So she will look to keep that momentum going when the Fever take on the Connecticut Sun in a road matchup tonight.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, she is a class act. She really
Well,
is.
she's getting some good advice too.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like, look, she's gonna look like a baby if she starts getting on TV and going, "You gotta be kidding me! I'm better than every girl in this
But
league." And
she's never done that, like
No.
even in college and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like she's always kept it like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the way it rolls. You know what I mean? Like she's
That's why
always
she's
had that
likable.
attitude. Right.
That's why you like her, because she's not like the other ones, and that's what's making the other ones frustrated.
It seems like she talks a lot of trash on the court, but not afterwards. She's
Which
always
that's
like,
fine.
yeah.
I don't think that this is such a bad idea. I mean, she's a rookie. She's only played for, what has it been, 2 months?
In the pros.
Yeah. So right in the pros for 2 months, but that's what they do now. They take the pros. Since the pros have been eligible, they're not taking kids from college.
No, but
taking
there are rookies that made the team.
Yeah.
Cameron Brink, who is in the class of Caitlin Clark, she
Yeah.
made it.
I didn't know that, Carmen.
Yeah, like there's
That's
other
ridiculous.
people, but so
So-
I think it is because she's getting too much attention and they don't want like the other players.
Here is my argument to this whole thing. Take away everything she's done. Say that she does this, she's making 2 points a game. She's doing nothing. She's absolutely doing nothing. Just her popularity, they should have put her on the team.
Yeah. 100%.
Just- if you want people to watch women's basketball,
Right.
put Caitlin Clark on your team. She is the number one person. She's the only reason we're talking about the WNBA.
Yep.
The only reason we're talking about this. This will help everything. It's a trickle-down effect. This will help the WNBA. This is going to boost your ratings for the Summer Olympics. This is going to do everything for you guys. Her not being on there is such a dumb move.
I was unaware that there were other rookies picked.
But
Yeah.
then also, let's put this back on top. She's great. She's doing very well. She's averaging, I think she's averaging like 17 points a game. I just don't understand why they would not put her on the team. But I think I do know. Jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the other players.
Who's picking?
That's the thing.
There's
That's
a-
what I want to know. Is
I believe it's a committee
Yeah.
that chooses who's
I mean, the
on the
committee
team.
may have had to say, "Hey, look." Well, no.
So-
Again, it goes back to the fact that there's
Yeah, everybody gets a
there's other
trophy.
rookies on.
I read that part of the reason this is like, well, an expert said, or this so and so said, unnamed sources, that they thought that she would get so little playing time on the team that there'd be backlash from her fan base, and they didn't want that to be a distraction.
right, which I
That's
don't
their
understand.
excuse.
So who is the other person that they're going to play more than her?
Well, I guess the veteran players who have been there, like what's her Tarasi? She's like 42 years old.
Oh, it's like she can't still be playing.
she's still playing, but
Are you
she's,
Yeah,
serious?
she is. Yeah, she's 42. Yeah.
she's played on like 9 of the Olympic teams.
Yeah, I mean, you've had your run.
Right.
You know,
But also-
and by the way, until you said her name, there's no way I would have known who she was. And if she wouldn't have been on there. You know,
Right.
how many people are caring if she's not on there? How many people are caring that Caitlin Clark's not on there?
Well, I
And
am
who
blown
cares
away
if
that-
you're a vet or a rookie? If you're better, you're better.
Right.
You get
Yeah,
the playing
that's the
time.
big-
But
Period.
that's
The
the whole
end.
point is that they're going to say, look, she hasn't been playing long enough to see. But I didn't know that they were picking other rookies. My logic over the weekend hearing this was, look, she's new to the game. These other players have been playing. Let them go play in the Olympics and get the thing, and the next round will be hers. You know, and then she could dominate for the next 4 years. But I didn't really realize that they were still doing that.
It's just weird that you've got, hands down, the most marketable person that's ever been involved with your product ever, and it seems like they're actively trying to like squash
keep
that.
her
Can I
out.
tell you her points per game starting back on May 14th? That's when the season started. So she had 20 points, 9 points, 22, 17, 21, 11, 8, 30, 20, 11, 3, 30.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great to me.
It is.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't sound great to me. If you told me Michael Jordan scored 8 points in a game, I'd be like,
But you're also WNBA's lower scores.
Right.
It's lower scores. She is doing better. Like, I bet she's leading her team most of the time in points.
Right.
And and also they say like on games where she's not a high scorer, she's leading in assists.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, because she always has the balls in her hand. She always has the ball in her hand.
Yeah,
you'd have a gold medal right now.
By the way, in her last game where she had 30 points, she was 7 of 13 for 3-pointers.
Yeah.
But even if you take how she's playing on the court, you can't deny she's putting asses in seats.
Right.
And the biggest problem you've said about the WNBA for a decade is that nobody watches it.
Right.
This girl is drawing more eyes to
Yeah.
your product than in the history of your existence.
Yeah.
And you're still like trying to stop that.
That's
It's
why
mind-boggling.
That's what I said. Take all her
Yeah.
accomplishments away. Whatever. Just the popularity alone, you should have her on the team. It's wild.
I
By the
honestly
way,
think it's the jealousy
Yeah.
of the other players.
Dave Portnoy was talking about this, and he goes, "Whoever's making this decision, they should take their brain out so people can study it in the future of how dumb this person was." It is wild.
They say, because I guess I was reading that over the weekend, the game that they played in was a sellout. Like, it was the biggest sellout in WNBA in 17 years. And it was against the two teams have like a combined record of like 4 wins, and they still sold out with the biggest record.
Well, remember whenever what's her name, Angel Reese said, people
It's
are
me
coming to see
too.
me too, and
Yeah.
stuff. And meanwhile, it was averaging around 3,000 or whatever. Every one of Caitlin Clark's games, it was averaging around 17,000.
Also, what a pompous thing to say. People are coming to see me too.
Yeah.
Well, the headline
She
was
is.
"Don't tell Angel Reese." Like the largest sellout in the history of the league was last weekend.
Yeah.
You make yourself look really dumb when you come out and you're that person for no reason. Like, you should just be. You should. I mean, you look like Caitlin Clark if you
Yeah.
come out and you say,
Yeah.
"Hey, look how great this has been for the league." you
She
know?
takes the
Well,
high
you
road
just-
every time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, all these girls, they just look petty and jealous.
Yep.
Which just brings us back.
This is what you wanted, you know?
You know?
I love
Yeah.
it. I'm here for the
Right.
drama.
Yeah, we want the attention, but now you're giving us attention. Now we don't
also,
want it.
Also, if you're on a different team than Caitlin Clark and they ask you about Caitlin Clark, I would go, "It's great. We're going to have so many eyes on when I drop 30 on her."
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, make it competitive and say, "Yeah, I think she's great for the league, but I'm still going to try and beat her." Like,
Of course.
I think I'm the better player or whatever. You know, that's fine. But yeah, the dumb
It's-
stuff that they're saying and the dumb stuff they're doing just blows me away.
It's more people at games and eyes on your product, which is the biggest problem you've had forever. Nobody cared.
yeah. Well,
Also, still something about it that's oddly attractive.
really?
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is. I mean, you keep ruining it when you mention that kid in the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying she's hot or there's something that's you ever get someone that's ugly attractive?
I feel like she. I don't even know if she has a brother, but I feel like she looks exactly like her brother.
Like this is an '80s movie where they dressed a boy up, and that's why she's playing.
She's
so
the
good.
man.
And she's got star power. It's that simple.
But there's something about it, like I don't want to say his name because he lives here, but there's like, let's just say actors, and their actors are not handsome, but there's something about them that
Yeah,
makes
they have
them.
that it factor.
Unique.
Right.
Yeah.
They're unique.
And I'll tell you this for sure, talent. I think talent is very
and that
attractive.
confidence that she has.
Like whenever you see a girl that can really sing, and she may be like a 6, but then she can sing, and you're like, oh, I'm in love with
For
her.
me, it's dancing, and I don't even mean like sexy dancing. I mean just like normal dance. If you're a girl who's a 6 and you go out on the dance floor and you can dance, you jump up to a 9 immediately.
Dude, I saw a video. I almost had to break my phone. There was a video of a girl who was in like a really nice like gown. She was like at a wedding, and it was really nice. And they were playing music, and she's sitting at the table, whatever, and she starts bumping her butt like that, whatever, and she's moving her whole chair, and her chair's bouncing back because she has a big ass. But she like, I was like, I must have watched that 40 times. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
So she does have two brothers, and
Do they look?
Yep.
Yeah,
Little bit.
I feel like you meet her, and you're like, she looks just like Carrie.
Aiden Clark and Gaden Clark.
Colin.
Blake and Colin Clark.
Colin, sorry.
By the way, have you seen the
Colin.
Spelled colon.
Have you seen the thing about Brittany Griner where they say that she's just a biological male?
Me and Carmen been saying it since she got arrested in Russia.
Have you seen? Is that real? The
video of her playing ball at the pool?
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
She has her shirt off and she's playing basketball by a swimming pool, shooting into the thing, and she's standing outside the pool. There's no scars. There's nothing, but she has no breasts.
She might just be a very flat-chested female.
That is
Like because her genes, maybe. So
Yeah,
No,
but they're
but-
saying like she's a biological male, and the way they're like Brittany, and she's like, yeah, what's up? You know what I mean?
yeah, but also, in Russia they checked.
well, they put her in the men's jail.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. That was when all this started coming out.
Yeah.
Because they put
Remember
her in the
that
men's
one
jail.
time where she took Anakin and
No, that was Jar Jar
What?
Binks.
Oh,
That's a different. That was not
she
her.
That
looks
was
just like
so
Jar Jar
good.
Binks. They were breathing underwater.
Yeah.
How is it possible?
Yeah. So Caitlyn looks a lot like her brothers, apparently.
I mean, I'm looking at this picture over here. She looks kind of good there.
Oh, are you saying like she's not like I wouldn't walk past her in Publix and go gross? Did you see it? She's.
Do you do that to people?
You've never seen somebody where you go, oh god damn.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like she's somebody that I go, oh yeah, she's hot or anything.
No, I don't think she's hot, but there's just something weird
I
attractive.
think it's
about
probably the talent.
her. Yeah,
and,
the confidence.
Girl
that
next
whole,
door.
Yeah, well, no.
No? I think she looks very girl next door.
I don't know. If I lived next door to her, I'd be like, oh, that lesbian shooting baskets again in the driveway.
So the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is back on.
Oh, boy.
Is it?
No.
The new date is set. The two are now slated to enter the ring on November 15th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the home of the Dallas Cowboys. That's the day after my birthday. We can celebrate.
Now,
it.
do we think that they wanted a venue change and that's why they had?
No, that's the same venue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
It
thought
was
they.
because of Mike Tyson's
Ulcers.
medical.
I'm sorry.
Say
What
it.
was it?
Ulfith. I got bad Ulfith.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's what it was. I don't think this is
Nah,
gonna happen.
not
I don't
gonna
think it's gonna happen because now he's gonna be even older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fight will be live streamed on Netflix. They're not changing that. Most Valuable Promotions MVP, co-founded by Paul, made the announcement on Friday.
What are we hoping for? We all. I mean, we all
Everybody.
like Jake Paul.
Yes.
We don't dislike him.
Right.
He's been on the
Everybody's-
show. He's likable.
Yeah.
He's
Sweet.
bringing attention to boxing. Yeah, he seems like a sweet kid. He's done the impossible. He's gone from a nobody, nothing to fighting the best boxers around.
What I am hoping for is a second round devastating knockout by Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I don't want it in the
Yeah.
first round because I don't want it to be a fluke where he
Yeah.
didn't know, he wasn't ready, whatever. Fight the first round. I don't even care if Jake Paul wins the first round. Give the first round to Jake Paul. And then, like about 40 seconds left in the second round,
Boom.
Tyson comes from the floor and just goes, "Gah!" and knocks him off his feet. And you see him in slow motion. He goes backwards and his head flies out of the stadium.
Yeah,
Same.
and it's a win-win for Jake Paul because
Yeah.
if he loses, he goes, "Yeah, well, I lost to
Yeah.
Mike Tyson." You know what I mean? Yeah.
But still, like Jake Paul, the thing about Jake Paul, and he's putting in the time and he's doing the stuff, but he's saying that he's eventually going to be champion. If you get beat by a 57-year-old, even though it's one of the greatest boxers of all time, he's 57 years old. If you lose to him, then it's just, that's your gimmick and your gimmick's done. Now go back to YouTube.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. I think marketing-wise, it doesn't matter for him. I think he loses to Mike Tyson. He still has more fights after this because they go, well, it was Mike Tyson.
I think he does too, but I think interest wanes for a lot of people. There's going to be people that are going to watch everyone regardless of who it is or
Yeah.
whatever. But there's a lot of people that go, all right, I'm done with that.
Eventually, you got to start fighting the top competition in your sport.
Yeah.
To be legitimate, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think
That's what it comes down to. Maybe he doesn't care.
Yeah, that's what
He's
I don't think
making
he wants to be legit.
tons of money.
He
Yeah.
fought Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury's a boxer, an actual boxer, but Tommy Fury was on the, F-Boy Island or whatever he was on
that's
over in
right.
the UK.
He's in your
or
age
something.
range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's also, Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion, at the time, his brother, and da-da-da-da-da. So all those things were marketable, but then he lost.
Yeah.
And you lost to a mediocre guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, now you're back
But
to
he lost
fighting.
by decision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See that? I think Americans
he
care
lost.
less about that.
He lost.
Yeah. But I think that if he knocks out Mike Tyson,
Oh, dude.
nobody's expecting that. You should put $10 down just to bet on that. If he knocks out Mike Tyson,
So many people will be so sad.
it'll be the biggest story in sports.
Oh.
He'll be everywhere. The next
Didn't
day.
Tyson get knocked down in that last fight, that exhibition?
Roy
like,
Jones?
Roy Jones?
a year or so ago?
He just
think so.
probably just tripped over his own old feet.
Something. I thought that
That
last
was
fight,
the most boring garbage fight
Yeah.
I've seen in a
Well,
long time.
and they weren't doing any headshots or anything like that. Yeah, that was an exhibition.
Yeah.
too.
That was not worth anything.
No,
No.
I think it's gonna be more the same.
Somebody said it looked like two old uncles fighting at a backyard barbecue, and they were 100% right.
Speaking of fighting, tickets for UFC 303, McGregor versus Chandler, have reached an average secondary market price of $4,068.
Oh, wow.
Average.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Ahead of its June 29th date. By the way, whoever wins those tickets, there you go. You're lucky with that. A high price tag created by the highly anticipated return of former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion Conor McGregor after 3 years away from the octagon. Wow. So, yeah, the average price is over $4,000
Just to get in the door, not even
Yeah.
down
so
low.
let me tell you. Oh, down low is insane.
Really?
10 grand
it's
just to
insane.
start, probably.
Yeah. I almost thought about calling Bert and being like, hey,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Calling some favors.
Yeah. I don't know now if I don't want to talk to Bert about a personal thing, if I don't want to call Bert and be like, hey, what's up? Just checking in, then anything else I call his assistant now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I needed something from over the weekend, and I just call his assistant and be like, hey, can you get this done for me?
He's
And
too
that's it.
famous.
Damn.
But, well, he's just busy. You know what I mean? He's on tour. He's doing all this stuff. But if I wanted to call him, like I remember I was at a store, and I came out of the store and I had to tell Bert something, and it made me think of something real quick. And I called him and leave a message. Answered on the first ring. Hey, what's
Okay.
up? Hey, what's
All
up?
right.
Hey, what's up?
That's not bad.
Yeah, no. He was
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So
It's better than me sometimes.
you're the worst.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even
Bert
know
will
why
be here.
I don't even know why you brought that up. It made me hate you all
Yeah,
over
right.
again.
Two things, by the way. One thing about that. So Bert will be here July 4th weekend for filming the special and stuff. I did see, I don't know where they're playing, but AWOL Nation is coming back if you guys would like to mend your relationship.
Nope.
Huh? You and me?
Nope. Every time I hear that
VIP?
song, the anger rolls up in my belly, and it makes me realize we will never be friends.
Okay.
I know
All
someone
right.
that will go with you.
Me? Chad?
To AWOL Nation.
Chad?
Yeah. Chad loves AWOL
Oh, I'd
Nation.
go with Chad.
I
Daddy,
did not
Daddy.
know that. It
Yeah.
was like a theme song for Suits, right? They do the theme song.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but the AWOL Nation does a theme song for a show or something. It came on and he like knew all the words and he's like, I love this band. I was like, you know this
You
band?
can't go for one song.
But I'm just but I was like, you know the band of the theme song?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know. And he's like, yeah, this is AWOL Nation. I love them. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Who
I
are
looked up
you?
who did the theme song for Suits, and it was not AWOL Nation.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know
because
Well, then
that's
it-
Greenback Boogie, whatever the song is, but I don't know who does it.
So it must have been like I said, a different show, but or a commercial or something. But AWOL Nation came on, and he was like, "Oh, I love them."
Yeah, I think AWOL Nation is definitely in a commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's perfect. You guys can go to the show and then tark off afterwards.
yeah,
It's over.
I'd rather talk up with him. If you want to go to the Bud Light, to the UFC fight with Conor McGregor in June, which I am going to so far. I don't know if I'm going to the fight, but I'm going to Vegas.
You'll be in the general vicinity.
I'll be watching from a sports bar somewhere in the MGM. Seriously though, if you want to go, we're giving away tickets to go to that fight, UFC 303, and watch McGregor. And all you have to do is stop by a participating location in the Tampa Bay area and scan the QR code. And if you go to BudLightUFC.com, that's BudLightUFC.com, you can get a complete list of locations, and you just stop in there. So say you're going to Riveters on Dale Mabry. Say you're going to 2001, and you're like, oh, Riveters right next door.
Swing on by.
Run over there and scan the QR code. you're fine. You want to go to Thirsty First in St. Pete, you could do it there. Bar 2350 on Curlew Road in Palm Harbor, you could do it there. Surfside Tap House is a whole bunch of locations, including some gas stations. You just scan the QR code. It takes a second. Go to BudLightUFC.com and get the location because you're not going to want to pay $4,000 for tickets.
Carmen, so AWOL Nation, that song Sail, that's probably their biggest song. It was in the show Fleabag. It was in House. It's been on commercials. Yeah, so it's in a lot of stuff for sure. So, Chad.
Yeah.
Fleabag, great show.
Great show. Yeah. I like that lady. She's funny. Funny lady. Hey, you're a funny lady.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady, you're pretty funny.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Am I on here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I just wanted to point out about the Brittany Griner thing that, or no, I'm sorry.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. But it seems that America just is choosing who they want, not necessarily the best person for the job for a lot of things now.
But but I don't think here's the thing, and hear me out on this. I think that a lot of this boils down to race, and I don't mean like they're not doing it because she's white.
Unfortunately, we go to that.
Right, but here's why. Because I think there's a bunch of black girls in the WNBA that have never gotten this attention, and now this girl just happens to be white, and it makes them feel guilty. It makes them feel guilty that they're giving her all this attention, and it's not
guilty or angry.
Maybe
it's
some
the Olympics. It's the Olympics. We're supposed to be putting the best person for the job, just like across a lot of different industries now. You know, like they're not choosing the best people for the job.
No.
That's why China. That's why these other countries. That's why, unfortunately, they're starting to beat us. And we're getting overtaken.
Well, you watch
because we're not choosing the best person for the job.
You watch until we start getting our ass kicked in the Olympics now, and everybody's gonna be like, "Well, this is what happens." Yeah.
I mean, there's the term diversity hire.
It's a DIY thing.
Yeah.
It's an inclusion thing, and we're all losing. United States.
But here's the deal.
America's losing.
I understand why. Look, he's right. I understand what you're saying, but in this case, you have to understand that the people, this committee that is making this, and I'm not agreeing with it, but this committee that is making this decision is looking at it and going, we're going to upset 99% of the league if we do this, and they have to make the decision. Yeah. So I don't agree with it, but I think that they had to run through the process, and they have to go, we're going to make all these girls that have been playing for all this time that never got this opportunity, we're going to make them angry by picking this new girl. And although it's not the smart decision, they're worried about the feedback and the blowback on it.
And sir,
that's just a problem.
If you feel bad about this Caitlin Clark situation, just remember we did beat the world in cricket, so we are the world champions in cricket right now.
USA. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the call. I don't agree with it. Okay, I was initially, I didn't think that if she got picked it was because she was too new to the WNBA, but I didn't know about the other rookies. I didn't know that they don't. I thought they were going to say, look, we're going to go with our veteran players. When you tell me basketball in the Olympics, I think of the dream team.
Yeah.
So in my mind, they go and they get the best WNBA players that have been playing for years. And this girl that only played for 2 months in the WNBA, next time is going to be her time. I'm wrong.
Do you think that maybe this is still because they think of the WNBA as like a startup company that they're still trying to get more attention? Like in a positive
if they
way?
wanted more attention, they would do everything with her.
Do you know how many times they played in the Olympics?
No.
11 times.
Yeah.
And how many gold medals? Anybody?
Oh, no.
0. They've won 9 times, including like 8 straight. Yeah.
Oh, really?
They've won 9 gold medal 9 of the 11 times they've been in
That's
the
pretty good.
Olympics.
Yeah, that's really good.
Who's beating them?
Nobody, I guess. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean they did twice. If they played 11 times, they only won 9.
Croatia.
That has to be it, right?
Something.
That's interesting. Like I don't talking through it today and understanding it all. My opinion is different than it was over the weekend, and I don't understand how they could have made that decision. I understand why. I mean, I'm speculating as to why they probably did it. And I think that that's going to cause more problems. But like Carmen said, if she keeps holding her head up and keeps being cool about it, and whatever.
Putting asses in seats.
Yeah.
That's really,
I mean, she's slowly becoming the Jordan of the WNBA.
So I
remember Nike found one player and put all their money behind that one player because they knew that player would be the face of the NBA. That's this one.
I'm looking at this. So I'm looking at 12 players that are on the team, and I went through them. There are 2 that are white. And 1 maybe.
Well, that's probably the same way in the Dream Team too.
No. We were talking about race and stuff and everything, so it's not like it's the league's probably that. It's probably 70% black, I would say, or more.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. It seems dumb. Like if they came out and said this is why,
because the Angel Reese and the other chick who knocked her down and all these other people who are not they feel like if they picked her, then the rest of the team isn't going to gel. She's going to be more of a distraction for them than anything else. And the rest of the team is going to push her out. They're not going to gel. They're going to pay all that attention
and they're not
going to
come out and say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I just, but still.
It's not a smart decision.
No.
I was going to say, and also tell these women, they're not girls, by the way. These are women, grown-ass women. Tell them.
I call them broads.
Do your job. If you're not better than her, then go practice more and get better.
Yeah.
But you're throwing a temper tantrum because they're giving someone attention who deserves attention.
Right. And this just not only does it look bad that they're not, hi, doggy. The dog just came in. All right. How you like that?
Where'd you come from?
Not only are they not doing well by having people being able to watch and do all that stuff by having her in there, but also it makes them look bad. It makes them look bad, like you're not making the right decisions. It's just a problem.
Eyes on your product. That's what you've been just begging for the decade you've been around.
Yeah, I don't get it. So we were talking about Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. That fight is back on. Will it happen? Will it not? Who knows? We'll see. But how about this? This is really weird. Boxing star Ryan Garcia was arrested Saturday for felony vandalism after a Beverly Hills hotel accused him of causing an estimated $15,000 in damages. Garcia, who is 25, was arrested after a driver who dropped him off at the Waldorf Astoria at Beverly Hills phoned the police. The hotel decided to press charges once police arrived, though the specific nature of the damage and Garcia's behavior wasn't immediately clear. After he was booked at Beverly Hills Police Department, police said Garcia complained of medical issues and was transferred to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center for evaluation and treatment. Garcia might also be charged with public intoxication. In a statement from his lawyer, he said the arrest comes at an extraordinarily challenging time for Ryan as he has been grappling with the devastating news regarding his mother's health.
He's losing his mind. This kid.
Is he losing his mind?
I disagree with you 100%.
Or that whole stuff that came out about the Grove,
the pedophiles,
the pedophile ring, and all this stuff.
And now they're bringing him down?
Yeah.
And now he fails his drug test for the boxing, so he's not going to win that fight. They're going to overturn that. And now he's getting arrested, and they're saying he's crazy, and they're doing. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just putting out.
Dude, Andrew Tate warned him about this.
He may absolutely be a crazy dude, or this could all be a setup, just like stuff that happened before, and then we find out later, and we go, "Oh, okay, never had a chance."
That's very interesting.
And it's interesting because all the headlines just make him out to be a psychopath.
Right.
Every single one. Not one of them is looking into any of the facts of what happened, why it was.
But I think let me just tell you what might be proving that he's nuts. Showing up to a weigh-in while chugging a beer and being overweight.
Also, and he put a bunch of money on himself. So all the odds go down on him because they're like, oh, he's out of shape. He's not making weight. He's chugging beer. This guy's going to lose for sure.
Yeah.
So all the odds go to the other guy, to what's his name? Devin, whatever. Yeah. And then he bets on himself and he has way higher odds. So he makes more money on himself.
Yeah, I mean that could be. He could be a genius. This kid.
Right.
He could be so.
He did a one of those live. I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram live where he was just basically like, "I know that they're coming to arrest me," and this was a while ago. This wasn't that night.
Right.
And he said they're coming to arrest me and they're going to kill me while I'm in jail. He was, had the same thing. He was talking. He did an interview with Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate straight up warned him, "You got to stop naming names and stop doing all this stuff because this is what happened to me."
Yeah.
So it's just interesting.
Got too. Yeah. Wow, interesting.
So
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, there's no rookies on the WNBA roster this year.
You guys
for the Olympics.
You guys said there were.
Carmen.
I do apologize. Cameron Brink, she's a rookie, but she made the 3-on-3 Olympic team. That's
okay,
my
thanks
fault.
for the heads up, sir.
Yes, that's my bad.
So
Yeah, no problem.
Real quick. Has there been rookies on the team before? Do you know?
Oh, he doesn't. He's gone. Yeah. I mean,
Well, if they came out and said that, hey, we don't put rookies on the team.
Yeah, or said, hey, we want to give her more experience.
They haven't said anything about this, right?
Not
yet?
that I know of.
Okay, yeah.
And everyone's talking about it for sure.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Nope. You gotta pay attention. You gotta be with it. I don't want to hear me. I mean, I'm good and all, but I don't want to hear me.
It says there's been 4 rookies that have played in the past.
Yeah.
Rebecca Lobo in 96, Diana Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi was the biggest thing to come out of college to play. Rebecca Lobo was one of the biggest stars in the history of the WNBA.
Taurasi made the team in 02, Candace Parker in 08, and Brianna Stewart in 2016.
But I mean, Caitlin Clark is arguably in with those names.
Right, but
Taurasi is the only person I knew.
Did they play 60 days before the Olympics? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have played
Right,
a whole
I got
season.
you.
I'm guessing it was the same
By the way,
time.
also Caitlin Clark has better college stats than any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'm saying, look, sometimes you just don't want to give the new kid too much. You don't want to blow their head up. You don't want to give them too much exposure. You don't want to do it. And there may be a reason for them to do it. But if Diana Taurasi played for a whole season and then got picked in her rookie season, that'd be different.
It's saying
Caitlin Clark's played 60 days.
The youngest player on the team right now is in her 5th year with the New York Liberty. That's Sabrina something.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not heard.
You don't know who she is?
Lone
Ayana's Q.
Ayana Sabu.
Ayana's Q.
I'm happy for Taurasi.
Belmont Steaks. Did you know Belmont Steaks happened over the weekend?
I did.
Steak.
It's the
Horse steak.
long shot. Dornock wins the final jewel of the Triple Crown. The 17-1 long shot barreled down the stretch to win the 3rd jewel of horse racing's Triple Crown. So congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody watching? Anybody know that was happening?
No, I saw it afterwards. I got an alert that said that it had happened.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I knew.
I saw a clip of Portnoy, and apparently he lost a large sum of money.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Because they had video, and then as soon as the race ends, he just sinks down to the ground, and he goes, "When I lose big, I just always tell myself I still have more money than I ever dreamed I would have in my life."
Yeah, that's true. When he was talking about Caitlin Clark, he did a video and he goes, impromptu news thing, whatever, and he goes, I mean, I'm here, the shoes, bang, they're fire. Look at the. He goes, but I'm not talking about the outfit. I'm here to talk about. I don't know why I like him so much.
He should be somebody we hate.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's a big mouth, yippy Boston guy, and we should hate his guts, but he's awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And then finally in news, this is weird. For some reason, Forbes magazine put together a list of the top 10 greatest rock guitarists of all time.
Save it.
All right.
Save it. We'll get right to it, and we'll see if Forbes may be better than Rolling Stone, because
Maybe.
Rolling Stone sucks at it every
We'll
year.
see. Yeah, maybe Forbes knows something that, money and guitar players.
All right, good. We'll go into that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It's something that I dread thinking. I was talking to Bobby. Bobby's working on buying a house right now, and I thought, Jesus, it's just, I don't want to have to go through that and all the
Down here, up
inspection.
there, where's he?
Up there, just in a different neighborhood from where he's at now, Bitter School District.
Keep it the tiny house, though.
Keep it tiny house, sure. He goes,
By the way, he can probably write the tiny house off for the jokes that he makes about it. So. You know what I mean?
I want to go up
act.
there. I want to see the tiny house. I want to go up to it because he's got some acreage in the woods.
Yeah,
and he's got a lake and all that. And he goes, "Yeah, dude, you and Juliana could sleep in the." I go, "I'm not staying in your tiny house. Why not?" I go, "Well, first of all, me, you, and anything tiny, is not working out."
Well, it was bigger, Bobby, though, when you first got the tiny house, right?
So the house looks bigger now to him. He's
True.
like, "Oh man,
True. May have a lot of room. in
Not
the
so
house.
tiny anymore.
I can slide right past the kitchen now."
It's amazing how good he looks.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on stage. It's wow.
We went into on Saturday. We'll get to the list here in a second.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we were bored in Port Charlotte, and he goes, "Let's go to Walmart." And I go, "Bobby, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll drive you to Walmart and you take your time in there, but I don't want to walk around Walmart." And he's like, "I need to buy bathing trunks." And I go, "Why? We're not going swimming. The pool doesn't even exist at the hotel anymore. The hurricane wiped the pool out and they didn't replace it." So he's like, "I left my trunks at your house. I need to get to." I go, "Oh, well, fine." He comes out an hour later with $300 worth of stuff that you don't need for Walmart.
That's the thing. If you're walking around Walmart, you're buying a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And he comes out with a neck fan, one of those fans you put on your neck. He buys a bunch of protein bars, and he the thing is though, he's so thin now. He went and bought a shirt off the rack that was a large, an L.
Wow.
I said I haven't worn an L since 4th grade.
Yeah.
An L. And then the best is it had a bunch of Friday the 13th Jason masks on it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this to you, and you're thinking that's the worst shirt I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't. It was a white shirt with black imprints of they were like smudged out, so you couldn't really. I thought they were skulls at first, and it looked great on him. And the best is, I said, you're gonna wash that once, it's gonna shrivel up and disappear. He goes, so what? For $9, I'll go buy another. He's at the point where he can just walk into Walmart and buy a large shirt now. Good for him. Good for him, Bubby. All right, Galvin, back over to the Forbes list.
All right, so Forbes, not known for knowing about rock and roll or anything like that. They know money and stuff, but
I don't know why they would even come out with this list unless it was tied to money.
I don't know. For some reason, they say the top 10 greatest rock guitarist of all time. Okay, so we're talking rock, but
we all agree. We would all say Eddie Van Halen is the top one.
Is that who you're picking?
No, but I'm saying, do we all say that? Or I would say Eddie Van Halen is the top guitarist of rock and roll guitarist of all time.
I will tell you on this list, Eddie comes in at number 2.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix comes in at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'd say Robert Plant just because
You'd say Robert Plant is
Jimmy
the greatest
Page.
guitarist of all time.
Jimmy
All right.
Page. Yeah.
Jimmy Page, the great Zozo from Led Zeppelin, comes in at number 4.
Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck does not make this list.
What?
The Rolling Stones. What's his name? Keith Richards.
Keith Richards comes in at number 5.
Oh.
Now, this is where I don't understand stuff. Greatest rock guitarist of all time. Keith Richards, Rolling Stones, arguably one of the greatest bands of all time. So many hits and stuff and everything. Keith Richards, I don't put him on any list of greatest guitarists.
Successful, not
successful,
greatest. Yeah.
and write some good songs and stuff and everything. But when I think of like greatest guitarist, I think a guy who can really play.
But can I ask you this?
And his style,
right? His style is
thing.
He kind of does that bluesy guitar style that everybody kind of copied for a while. He was kind of a pioneer in that.
I think it's got to, like, some guitarists, you hear them and you know exactly who that is right away.
Yeah.
But I think he's one of those people.
Yeah.
He's been copied so many times after that, but I think he's one of those people that kind of jangy blues guitar that he plays is so identifiable.
Yeah.
Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler, who is fantastic guitar player, not on this list.
And now he's one of those guys that has this. You hear that Mark Knopfler guitar and you go, that's
All right, Clapton. Eric Clapton.
My brother Jeff, who plays guitar, told me a long time ago, if you see a guy that's playing lead and he's not using a pick, that guy's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
And you have guys like that, like Mark Knopfler, who doesn't really use a pick very much. Eric Clapton, you said, Joe. Eric Clapton comes in on this list at number 7.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
This is Forbes' list. Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of my favorite guitarists of all time, unbelievable, does not come in the top 10.
What?
not a rock and roll guitar.
Yes.
What about Tom Morello?
Tom Morello, not on the list.
Not on the list at all.
Not on the list.
Ed Sheeran.
Man.
Stop it.
Okay.
Tom Morello is inventive.
Right.
Yeah.
Distinct sound.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that
recognizable.
it's gonna get loud or whatever, this might get loud. If they did that now, Tom Morello would be great to be in that.
Prince.
Prince, unbelievable guitar player, comes in at number 6. Comes in at number 6.
Self-taught. Who are we missing?
I bet Wes Borland was number 11.
I wish.
Yeah.
Is this just top 10?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
top
Yeah,
10.
he was definitely number 11.
Top 10.
Wes Borland.
I will tell you that they put in somebody in their top 10 that should be on every list. And I said about it whenever we were talking about the Rolling Stone one. I go, Joni Mitchell's on there. This guy's not in the top whatever he was. I don't even think they had him in the top 50, which was crazy. Great guitar player. Gone way too early is one of the big problems. But unbelievable guitar player.
Dead guitar player.
Comes in at number 10. Yes.
David Bowie.
You shut your mic off.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Number 10 for Forbes, greatest rock guitarist of all time, Randy Rhoads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Randy Rhoads.
That was
unbelievable.
Gonna be my next guess.
Yeah. Number 9, David Gilmour.
Okay.
Another one. You hear him, you know it's him.
Number 8, I do not agree with. Number 8, he should not be on this list. He should not be in the top 10. Pete Townsend.
I mean,
He can barely play lead.
Yeah, but he had style.
yeah, and he's one that everybody
If you're talking about
copies.
styles,
Yeah.
you know.
I know, but I don't know what their
Those are great songs, great band, this and that and everything. But if you're just
But I mean, the whole sound of.
But if you're
of
just
his guitar.
separating him and you're having him on guitar again, and you go, who's better, this guy? And then you have Steve Vai. Who's better? You know what I mean? Steve Vai, by the way, not on the list.
Oh.
Number 8 was where Townsend came in. Clapton comes in at 7. 6 is Prince. Number 5 is Keith Richards. Jimmy Page comes in at number 4. You got number 2 was Eddie Van Halen. Number 1 was Jimi Hendrix. I can tell you some of the honorable mentions on here. Honorable mention, Chuck Berry.
All right.
Chuck Berry, yeah, sure. Innovator, guy who created a sound with his guitar that many have copied.
Another person who's honorable mention, B.B. King.
All right.
Sure, blues guitar player.
This honorable mention, probably the best actual, barring Eddie Van Halen, this guy probably the best actual guitar player. Like if you're just talking about unbelievable guitar playing,
Right.
Like if you sat down and watched this guy compared to these other guys, whatever, Chet Atkins.
Oh yeah.
Chet Atkins is a killer.
His diet never worked for me though. I tried.
No.
Dude.
Gio just ate guitars every day.
Did
That
not
was
work.
great.
By the way, number 3 on this list, you guys still haven't got. Number 3, guitar player.
Slash.
Greatest rock guitar player? No, Slash not on there. I will tell you, older than Slash. Older than Slash.
Yeah, Slash. How does Slash not make the list?
Looks like a wizard. Was in a very popular band. Their singer died.
Wizard band.
He looks like a wizard.
He looks like a wizard. Not, and we've had
Always
Jimmy
plays the
Page.
same guitar that he and his father built.
Brian May.
Brian May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brian May from Queen comes in at number 3.
He always plays the same guitar, and he was built by him and his father.
Yeah, him and his father built that guitar.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure has played other guitars, but he literally plays that maroon guitar that he has. Yeah, he and his father built it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
See the show, you learn something every day.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Forbes. There's your list of what they say are the top 10 greatest rock guitarists of all time. I got to tell you, we were talking about one of my favorite guitarists of all time that you were talking about just recently is Jakey Lee. I love Jakey Lee, man.
Jakey Lee was
So
good.
good.
I saw him. Yeah. I met BB King one time.
Yeah.
And that was really weird because I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the BB King concert first. And it was boring as all hell. I mean, it's great. The first 3 songs, you're like, God damn, BB King, that's a legend right there. And then the same 3 songs and the next 2 songs.
It's
You're
very,
like, all right.
Yeah.
And it's very much every song that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's great, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then when you go back and see him, he sits like on a throne, and you go in there and talk to him, and I made him laugh a couple of times. That made me
That's
happy.
cool.
I can tell you the cool factor with BB King is off the charts. Like the way he dressed, as the guitar, named it Lucille, just all that stuff. The coolest thing I think I've ever seen him do was somebody said something and he laughed and he clapped because he was agreeing, and he clapped like this with the back of his hand to his other hand. He was like,
you want to hurt his
like
fingers?
that. I don't know. It was just the way he did it. It was just like a cool thing. I was like, that's a cool way to clap.
Am I the only one thinking about Burger King
Dude, no, you're
You
not.
may have a problem
in this converation?
Chad
No?
Atkins.
Yeah.
Now Burger King.
All right.
Atkins
It's just, I guess it's just me.
Burger guy.
What's that?
He's the burger guy. What do you expect?
God damn it.
Yeah, that's back.
I don't like that.
I love it.
Welcome back, Burger Guy.
Oh, no.
Do you know what we ate on Saturday?
Oh,
that was
What'd you get?
phenomenal.
What'd you have?
What'd you get?
Waffle House.
Yeah,
Yes.
I told you.
Yeah.
Waffle House is fantastic.
Yeah.
Waffle House in Port Charlotte was clean.
Yeah.
And the like most adorable little girl that was the waitress. Like you don't expect to, like I expect to see Fran and she's got moles and cigarette hanging around.
Yeah.
This is like this adorable little girl and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I thought this is the best Waffle House experience I ever had.
Mhm.
Couple of scrambled egg action.
Nice.
You got scrambled eggs. I thought you didn't like eggs.
don't.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You get the smothered and covered hash browns?
No hash browns.
Waffle? You get a waffle.
No, I got a waffle.
What?
Wow,
Yeah,
hold
and
strong.
you walk in there and you smell that waffle, and you're
Dude.
like, I'm destined to eat a waffle.
Mm-hmm. Their waffles are so good.
Smothered, diced, and chunked is the way I go for the.
Mamma
good.
mia.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is cheese, onion, and tomatoes. Yeah.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah.
You got to just cheese and everything.
I know.
5 scrambled cheese eggs, cheese on that. Put some cheese in my grits. I'll take an iced tea with some cheese in it.
I fell into a cheese and pickle hole
Cheese and pickle, good.
Dude.
Ooh, you want me to blow your mind? By the way, some guy sent me a thing that was like a some food thing, and I gave him the thumbs up. This was on Instagram. Like he sent me a reel, and I go, oh yeah, the thumbs up, whatever. And then he sent me like 2 more food things. I go, all right, enough.
Yeah.
I go, why do I need the recipes? You got to slow it down. But I will tell you this: just get some shredded cheese, put it in a pan, and like put whatever little seasoning and stuff, and then take a dill pickle, and as it starts to harden, roll it over.
That's what I was watching.
Yeah,
That was literally the video I was watching. Yeah. Oh,
Listen.
it looks so good.
There's a better way if you have an air fryer.
Oh yeah, air fryer
Nah,
too.
I like greasy cheese.
This makes it like really crispy.
For real?
And what you do is you take mozzarella, like a cheese stick, like string cheese.
Yeah.
Take scissors, cut it up into like 1/2-inch pieces. Put a pickle on top of that. Put it in the air fryer. It melts down into like a pickled cheese chip.
Yeah.
So good.
We could do both. We could do both.
Okay.
Back to the Waffle House for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay.
This may be a very common thing that I was unaware of.
Okay.
The Waffle House waitress also cooks your food.
I did not know that.
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Normally they'll have a cook that does all this stuff, and he'll yell at the waitresses for you got to write it down on the number 3 and the yeah. But sometimes they'll do it too.
It also
Adorable.
depends where you sit, because if like
Well, we
Waffle
weren't
House,
at the counter. We were at a table, and
Okay.
adorable Port Charlotte Waffle House girl said, do you want cheese on that? I could put cheese on that. And she literally meant she could put cheese on it. I watched her walk over there, and she started cooking it, and she put cheese. I was like, look at that. She's a cook, too. It was interesting.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Was it one of the old school little building ones too and everything?
It looked like it was a bigger version of that.
Yeah.
Like they designed it to look like that,
The
but it
newer
was a
ones
little
are
bit
like that,
bigger.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
told
Bobby and I both fit in the booth.
I told you I was blown away whenever I saw a Waffle House under construction. They built it. I go, they build those?
Yeah.
I go, I just thought they were there.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Now, what would you have done if she was like, "You want some cheese on it?" You said, "Yeah," and she went over and she just like wiped her nose and put just some cheese right on your eggs. Would you have said anything?
Have you ever met him?
I mean,
I didn't. All right.
Come on.
Hey, Robert
That's
Plant,
right
David
there.
Bowie, and then that.
All right. You're right. Can I go home? I'll just go home.
Just a little off today.
First, tell me about Sad Weirdos.
It was good.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Tears this week or no?
No, I didn't. I no tears. No tears for me.
Tears or jeers?
A lot of
Which one do
tears.
you-
A lot of tears.
Spanish. A lot of people talking about the show.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, when I was out in Port Charlotte, a lot of people were talking about it. None of them good, but a lot of people
Hell
talking
yeah.
about it.
Hell yeah.
No, I was talking to Eric about from Visani about how he was listening, about how the people called in crying, and how you gave
Yeah.
your phone number to one guy. He was
Yeah,
like,
Ed. I talked to him still.
"Are you still talking to
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
What's he do?" I mean, that's the worst.
He's,
Like I feel like you being there for him was nice, but then you got to take a phone call from crying Ed.
I mean, we text back and forth. He just is in a bad spot with a living situation and didn't have any. He doesn't have anybody. He's a veteran and didn't know what to do. The people that he moved in with were not very nice to him, and I felt bad.
Well, why did he move in with them?
Well, because it was the type of situation where you know somebody for a little bit and they seem cool, and then when you end up living with them, you see a different side of them, type thing, and then they ended up wanting to kick him out. They literally, when he left to go somewhere, I think he was going to watch a concert or something. And then when he came back, they changed the locks on him with all of his stuff still inside.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
We may do that to you.
All right, I understand.
Galvin and I have been talking.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I'm just kidding.
You too, man?
Yeah, you're out.
He's got a family now.
Yeah.
he got the pants family.
I know. The Pants family.
All Carmen, all I think now is Family Feud. Please welcome the Pants family.
Joe's gonna
Now,
have Galvin
sugar.
tell you.
Yeah. Oh, don't
So,
do that.
and that's going good, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I like helping people.
No, not that. I meant the living situation.
I love the living situation. If I'm being honest
With
with,
the
you.
pantses?
Yeah.
We were driving back on Sunday, and I was like, "Let's stop at Spanish and Joe's house. Just stop on the way
Yeah.
home, random." And I thought,
Why
now
not?
you got the family there.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
it's
love
not-
you.
Michael,
not
I was
the same.
cooking chili. You could have stopped by for
Yeah.
a cup or a
I
bowl.
want to point out you said I was cooking chili. It sounded like something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just
And we were sober mostly on Sunday. Mostly.
you know.
Not the same
Yeah.
vibe.
Like, what if I had to take a crap and I stopped by your house? I can't take
Come
a
on
crap
in.
there.
Yeah,
no,
you definitely
I don't
could.
want tea bag and sugar
Definitely.
face there.
Yeah, no.
Terrible. Not there. Just totally. You guys really didn't take me into consideration when you made this move.
Right,
It's
Michael.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, listen, the bathroom is yours whenever you need it.
What are you buying Joe for Father's Day?
I don't know.
Yeah, just a card would be enough.
You want to? I'll take you to the sunset.
All right.
All right.
I'll take a sunset.
I would rather the sun burn the retina out of my eyes than share a moment with you looking at the sunset.
Moments are nice. We can have a good time, you know. He's not going to go in my hammock, but we can go on the pier.
No, I won't.
I'll buy you a biscotti.
I don't know what the implication there is.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you know.
That's T-bag, you know.
It's
So.
a nice treat.
The hammock's reserved for her.
Yeah. What?
He said, yeah, see?
What's the girlfriend situation?
Me? For
Yeah.
me? I don't have a girlfriend, but I am seeing a girl. I hung out with her Saturday night, and we went night swimming in the beach. It was
In the
terrifying.
beach?
It was terrifying.
Be careful, man.
Yeah.
That
that's what they
tide.
I know.
We just had
I
shark
did the-
attacks in Florida.
I did that one time. There was a couple girls and they wanted to go skinny dipping, and then drunk Alvin was like, "I'll go skinny dipping, let's do it." And then I'm a strong swimmer, and I got pulled out, and I hit the pier, thing
no.
and scraped up my back, and then I got in. I go, Jesus Christ! And then I'm like, "Who's ready for sexy time?"
my God.
Didn't work out.
As soon as you put peroxide on my back.
Yeah.
Blood all over you.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the same girl that's.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I want to know.
Same
Which
one.
girl is this?
Same one. The one I showed you a picture of?
You're not banging anybody else?
No.
So then she's your girlfriend.
She's not. No. She's
But they
not.
haven't
Yeah.
committed to that.
Yeah. Because we only see each other like once a week.
Yeah.
So we're taking it very
Where
slow.
is she lives down in Sarasota?
Yeah.
It's too far.
Yeah.
It's too far.
I like her. She's nice. I really
I know
enjoy
you
hanging out
like
with
her.
She's
She's
not
saying it's too
nice.
far.
Yeah. I was worth it. Went to Turtle Beach. It was nice.
What's Turtle Beach?
It's like this little beach on in Siesta, I want to say, or I think. I don't know. You know, I'm not very good with geography.
Also,
It
let me
was
put
nice.
this out there before the audience loses their mind. I had said that we're not going away this summer and that we're just going to take a couple days here and there. We're going away now.
Yep. But are you excited?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to take off, but
Where to?
I do need to take out. I mean, this is going to be my last vacation with my son
Yeah.
probably for a while, you know.
Surprise.
Oh. Karen's been stacking best ofs for
Yeah.
weeks.
No, we're just going to the beach, but my wife's got a date picked out, a place to
Yeah.
go to, and all that stuff. So
Can I please know that?
what?
You send that in a text.
Yes.
The date,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, sorry.
You were saying might be your last vacation with your son and stuff. Another place you should probably visit before it goes away is your office.
Oh. Any
Oh,
updates
yeah.
on that?
Oh, man.
I haven't heard any updates. Have you? Anybody
I have
else?
not. I have not.
My
Spanish,
key,
get this stuff out of here.
I say my key still works, and
What?
boxes are still in there.
What's in there?
Just the boxes that
Like how
JoJo. Like 3 or 4.
And then
And
the
then
rest
there's
of
a
the room
couple-
was empty.
Well, then there's a couple bookshelves. There's that big cutout for Galvin.
Oh, that's still in there?
Big
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay.
Ben
Yeah.
Roethlisberger.
There's your Budweiser refrigerator.
Right.
And then I want to say they put like some type of chest or cabinet, like bookshelf thingy, but it has like a lock on it. But like the key's in the lock. You know what I mean? So
I hope Boozer's
It's like a
not stuck in
dresser.
there.
Yeah.
What's that?
like
I hope Boozer's not stuck in there.
no.
Yeah.
Now
The boxes that are yours, I believe there's 3 of them, but they're insanely heavy. Like when the one time I was.
Don't
gonna-
worry, just leave them there.
Okay, yeah.
What if Carmen goes in and dumps out the boxes on the floor?
Oh.
No, because JoJo did that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to
Just
her.
go hang everything up again.
And then
Just-
spray paint on the wall. We're back, baby.
I gotta have some. There's got to be some wall art up there too.
Well, there is some art in the room, but it's not like hanging anymore because
Yeah.
Joe in Spanish came and took all the pictures that you wanted. And
You
left.
did?
The only thing that we grabbed out of there, I don't remember grabbing any pictures. We got the sign.
You got
Your
the sign,
yeah.
but we got like my Eddie Vedder picture was in there. My Superman picture
I
was in
didn't
there.
touch any of that.
If Spanish didn't take them, then they're in there because
Okay.
there's like
Yeah.
a pile of hanging
Dom
stuff.
slowly taking one thing to the dumpster every Tuesday
Yeah.
or Wednesday.
Shakes it out the bottom of his pants.
Yeah.
Old Shawshank.
Time and
So are we gonna talk to Dom about this tomorrow?
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, what do you mean?
That's up to you.
What do you mean? Oh.
What's this we?
It makes no difference to me what happens in that office.
Doesn't have my name on the door.
He said I can use it for my headphones still if you.
Oh,
that's
so.
fine.
That was
sweet
nice
of
of
him.
him.
So can we get a cubicle instead, or how does this work? We just have.
There are no more
Why can't he get a cubicle?
I don't know. out in Gen Pop.
Carmen, let me know if they ever take those lockers away. I'll get my headphones out of there.
Okay. Well, and that's my thing because if they give it to Dom or they do something and then I don't.
They're not giving it to Dom.
Okay. Well, you don't got to yell at me, but
I'm not
that's
yelling
kind
at
of
you.
what they're doing. But I mean, if they take it away from you and give it to somebody else, then that means I'm going to have to start putting my headphones in the locker down the hall.
Oh man.
And then, but like, well, that it does really suck because,
But
like,
Dom said you can leave your headphones in the room.
but what if they don't give it to Dom? What if they just? What if you're creating this whole controversy about Dom getting it, and then they give it to somebody else, and then they change the lock, and then I can't use it. Now I don't have a place to put my headphones, and Spike used to steal my headphones. So now what do I do? You're really screwing me on this one, Mike.
Me.
Yeah, you.
It's always me.
I'm just saying, it was your office. My headphones were fine, kinda.
Why
don't-
can't
I
why
don't-
can't you just leave them in my office where they belong?
That's what I would like to do.
I don't get a Rays jersey. Carmen's got to move her headphones.
Yeah.
You're a
Oh, my
real son of a
God.
bitch.
And now because of karma, the Rays have treated us so badly, they're in last place.
Yeah.
Yep. Rays down.
Raise down.
Big Dick sent me a thing over the weekend that he thought was really going to twist me. And I'll be honest, it came a little close. Amanda Pappas and the other hot girls from Channel 10 morning sent a video message to Orlando from Wild. Hi, Orlando.
Snubbed.
I just don't understand.
He talks nice about him.
We talk nice about I the whole point was I reposted her picture and said she was hot.
Oh yeah, look how
Handsome.
hot she is.
Yeah.
The big can.
I did not say anything like that. I did not say anything like that.
I mean,
Way to
I do
put
that?
words in my cans.
what did you say?
We're not doing that. What are we?
What did you say?
I said,
It wasn't. Look how pretty she is.
I said, look how hot Amanda Pappas is. And all I did was repost her picture.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, yeah, can you please take it down?
I would have said, what a fantastic meteorologist. Yes.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at these. Look at those storms rolling in.
I'd like to check out her meteors. Now you got me.
See? That's why she doesn't like you.
What?
That is a very beautiful set. Even the guy's good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all good looking on that
Oh,
show.
set. Okay.
No. I meant news set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who is on that show? Who is in the mornings? That's not Lockerbie, is it? You can't get Pappas and Lockerbie in the same show.
I
Too
don't know
hot.
anybody but Charlie Belcher.
I know that's what we always watch.
Hot.
Charlie Belcher. I'm over Jen
super
Epstein. I feel like we broke up. Everybody's just.
Haram.
Now we all suffer.
Now we all suffer. All right.
What are you saying? What you got?
I'm trying to find the
WTSB.com.
Team Pappas.
We are not on. She did not allow us on her team. We tried to be on her team and she kicked us off.
Yeah.
We're not cool like Orlando.
Orlando is cool.
He's respectful.
I'm respectful.
Ooh, look how
Doesn't
hot
sound
she
like it.
is.
What you don't know what Orlando said about her? He was like, "I'd like to get that ghetto booty."
Oh my God.
I don't know, but you
Now
don't
you're
know.
putting words in his mouth.
Well, you were doing it to me, and we worked together. Jerk.
Yeah. No.
Storm team coverage.
I didn't do it. You did it.
What'd you find out, Spanish?
Right now I'm struggling with this website because there's a million pop-ups happening.
Oh, Jesus, forget about it. It's not that important. All right, let's take a break. If you want to get through to the show, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Interesting, Galvin. We assume that tongueless bread is dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if one day we just go to the phone call and he goes, oh,
Could happen.
what do you think?
I think he's probably dead. I mean, listen,
And
he was on his last legs for quite some time.
it's been too long since we've
Right.
had our own.
And nobody's really reached out. Oh, no, he's fine. Whatever.
I just pictured a tombstone, and the tombstone said, tongueless bread, probably dead. No dates, just probably dead. Don't know anything about it, probably dead. All right, well, I'll hit some phone calls. If tongueless Brett's there, maybe he'll want to get through.
Caitlin Lockerbie is on the.
She is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hot morning
Yeah.
show.
They're a very pretty team.
Who is on it?
You have Aaron Pasurgian. That's a guy though.
Nope.
Adair. I'm mispronouncing
Just don't-
his
just stop.
name.
Just
Yeah.
don't even try it.
But yeah, they're all.
Amanda Pappas, Caitlin Lockerbie,
Yeah.
and that dude who's got a full sleeve of tattoos.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a news guy. Should have tattoos, but it's cool that he does. All right. Since we broke up with Jen Epstein. She's not haunted, that's why I'm saying that.
They don't like us either. We can't even go to Channel 10.
Channel 10 doesn't like us.
I guess.
Yeah, no. I'm staying on Fox 13. I'm not going to leave Charlie Belcher.
We're running out of channels.
Charlie Belcher also has a nice set.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
Is he coming back to Florida? Or is he
I
staying?
hope not. Not a fan. He's on vacation, right? He
Yeah.
knows his kids are little. He's got to take advantage of that.
Mhm.
Well, he's got them. It's funny because he's doing the same trip that I did when my kids were young.
That's cool.
He's in, looking at the redwoods.
Yeah.
Copying you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not copying me. I'm just saying I'm reliving it through him now.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Good to have family time.
I'm gonna give my kids what they give me. I'm gonna put out a list of what I want for Father's Day.
Yeah, you might as well.
Spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Mm.
A little presentation.
Hey kids, in case you're wondering,
Yeah.
here's the things Dad needs.
This is what I would like.
Keep your stupid macaroni ties. Are you doing a show this weekend?
Yes.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. Yeah.
Did Shark see the post I made about him?
He did.
He did.
He did.
Did he love it?
You know,
You think love is the word?
I don't even say love it.
Did you see it, Galvin?
I did.
It was
Yeah.
a picture of Shark, and I just put the crying eyes out there. What did he say?
He was because I reposted it because it did make me laugh.
Let me guess. He wants my office.
No,
Him and Dom are in cahoots.
no. He was what is it that what's the saying like
the
bad
saying
press
is,
is yeah no any press is good press. I think that's what he said. And I was like yeah man.
I'm glad he's smart enough to realize that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we've crapped on the show every week since it came out.
Yeah.
And more people are paying attention to it now.
I
than ever
appreciate
before.
it.
It's the whole
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
I really appreciate it. So thank you for your support.
I retweeted Sad Weirdos Saturday.
Like I said, I appreciate it, and he does. He does really love you guys, and he thinks you're very funny.
We are?
Not Calvin. He doesn't like that.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't like him.
I like
You don't like him?
No.
No. All right. I thought you did like him.
Pass.
I, for the record, do like him.
Yeah.
I do. I don't want to hang out with him, but I do like him.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
And
No, we're just different people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't.
have you considered a name change at all? Because
For the show?
Yeah.
Sad Weirdos is so much better.
Yeah,
Catching on.
everybody knows it as that.
Yeah. I mean, I am open, of course.
I mean, why don't you
to
be real?
Any changes.
Be real about
how the name
Sad
needs to
Weirdos
change.
is better. Yeah.
I think it would be a tough sell, but I'll definitely bring it up to him. That'll be the first thing I talk to him.
Doesn't
on,
matter to me. It's not my show.
What's the real
Yeah.
name?
Be
Let's
real.
Get Real, a talk
Oh.
show for guys.
Yeah, it's too
Oh,
too
and
long.
you're still doing that for
Long.
guys only?
Yeah, I mean it's not for guys only.
It
What's a
sounds
talk
like
show
it.
for
It's in the
guys?
name.
Well, it's a talk show for guys to have
WNBA,
somewhere.
basketball for ladies.
Well, it's geared so that guys can have a place that they can talk about
Because
whatever
this
they
is a
want.
guy station.
You know
We're
what's
doing
weird
this
to
again.
me?
Is this what we're doing?
But you know what's weird to me
Yeah.
is like, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to call, if I don't know you guys, I'm not going to call and talk to Shark because he sounds like a big pussy. Like when he's like, hey, it's just a show for guys. We can call up and share your mother. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'd rather, if it sounded more like a bitch fest, I would call in if you're like, hey, man, things aren't going good and your wife's nagging you and things are getting out of hand and you're starting to feel the pressure, call us up, vent about it or whatever. We'll talk it through. I'd go, yeah, that's my kind of show. But when
Yeah.
he's like, hey, guys, sometimes life gets ahead of you and you got to just do this and come on up and be part of Sad Weirdos. Then I'm like, oh.
Carmen, you, JoJo, and Monica should have a show called Spill the Tea. And
Ooh.
they just call up and bitch about stuff and gossip and everything. It'd be good.
You could fight the Sad Weirdos show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, punch out. Bring punch out back.
I don't want to do that.
I'm on.
Carmen will whoop my ass.
Yeah, I'm on the other
Oh,
side.
you'd beat me up, but Carmen's going to whip your ass.
Listen, I don't know.
Oh,
Carmen.
I mean, I would kill you.
You would kill me.
Yes.
You weren't a college athlete.
Neither was Carmen.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
Carmen?
Yes, I was.
What did you play in college?
Basketball.
Basketball.
You played basketball in college?
You listen
Yes.
to the show?
Yeah, thank you, Galvin.
She went to UCF and she never even went there.
That wasn't the first time I went to college.
Oh.
You know, I went
all
to
right.
college in Michigan.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
That didn't take.
Yeah.
Didn't take. Were you rejected?
Oh my god.
Carmen was point guard for Big Blue.
Nope.
No, I'm
But I was a point
Yeah.
guard.
Well, you like Michigan Community College?
JCC, Jackson Community.
That's not even real. It's a junior college.
Could Carmen beat you in
It's not
basketball?
real.
Could Carmen beat you in basketball?
Most wheelchair-bound athletes can beat me in basketball. I am not a good basketball player.
That's the best visual ever.
I mean, I'm honest about things. I would beat
Are
you up
you?
boxing. Yes, I would beat up Spanish boxing.
Not gonna happen.
And I would. It can happen right now if you want to do it. I got 2 sets of
No.
gloves.
It's happening in July, isn't it?
All right. I'm ready. Listen, I said now. So yeah, you want to wait till July? That's fine.
Oh, yeah, now I thought you meant like get up right now and do it. I'm talking actual
right now.
boxing.
Yeah, I'm saying I have 2 sets of boxing gloves. I'll do it right there in that
Yeah.
corner.
I'm still game
Do it.
for the race to the stop sign.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm still ready for that.
That I'm less enthusiastic about.
Gio's gonna destroy you in that. You know why?
I think he's also going to be terrible.
You know why?
No.
Because that makes him closer to Wendy's.
Yeah.
He's like, if I can get out of the stop sign, I'm one step closer to a Frosty.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be
Gio
honest.
just takes off like Forrest Gump.
I'm ready when you are.
I have been known to exaggerate things on this show.
Oh, what?
No.
Yes. I'm going to be honest with you about something. I did run to the stop sign, and it was brutal.
Did you run
In this heat,
I
walk?
jogged.
or like a fast speed walk?
Here's my question. Jog, totally fine.
Yeah.
Did you jog? And did you jog the entire way or did you stop at all?
I did stop.
Yes.
I did stop around the last house over there, and I went like this. This is way further than I thought.
so
And then
hot.
I continued to jog.
Mm-hmm.
And the weirdest thing ever was, Galvin, is that I have 4 houses in this cul-de-sac. One on the left I know well, the one on the right I know well. The other ones I just waved to. The minute I started running, one of the ones I don't know came out and it was walking back. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Just getting my jogging in, get my steps in, sir." You know.
First day?
He must have been like, our fat neighbor, he's trying to run.
Did you see my video of me playing Please Don't Be a Snake?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that.
I did. And I thought, I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed with the ending. I wanted it to be a snake so bad, but I'm glad for you that it was not.
It was not a snake.
Yeah. I watched that whole, I was like, come on, snake, come on.
You can go to my Instagram.
I did watch
New game.
a guy who stole who caught a python in South Florida.
Mm.
Yes.
Did you see the python ate a woman? The 20-foot python ate a woman?
No. Where
It was
that?
in India.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
India.
I think that happens every day in India.
This
No big
guy
deal.
had a python that could eat a woman. It was that big. It was a huge, huge snake, and he had it by its throat, and it was stretching it out. And he's like, "Look how long it is." And then he goes, "This python." And he goes, "Look at that mouth." And he showed the camera. And he goes, "This could eat a deer." And I'm like, "Why are you holding it? Why?" I was just. It was so. Snakes are so scary to me.
They said they're starting to work their way up
Yeah,
Florida,
man.
out of the Everglades.
Yeah.
I got machine guns. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't hang out in swamps. And we walked out of Visani, and Visani has between their front of their building and the highway, there's like a huge moat over there, like there are most highways on the sides. And it just looks like a place that alligators would live.
Mm-hmm.
And there were 2 kids at the edge of it fishing. And Bobby went up to him and videoed
Kicked
him.
them both in.
He said to the kid, he goes, "Did you catch anything?" And the kid's like, "Yeah, he caught these 2 fish or whatever." And he goes, "Aren't you afraid of alligators?" And the kid's like, "Nah." He's like, "You'll die sometime." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're 19.
Yeah.
Why would you do it?
Yeah.
Why would you do it now?" I don't understand people, man. These kids. Oof. All right, we got a lot of stuff to give away, Carmen.
We do.
Since you went to 2 colleges, let's play a little Carmen Sense.
Sure, the answer is obvious to everyone.
But is it obvious to Carmen?
Let's find out. It's time to play Carmen Sense, only on the Mike Calta Show.
727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really remember how I played
Yeah,
it.
I could tell when you were giving out the phone numbers. We don't need them. So what I'm going to do is read Carmen a question.
Yeah.
She's going to tell me when she has the answer locked in. Then you guys are going to tell me whether you think she's going to get it right or wrong. The first person to get to 3 is going to be a winner, and then we can pick somebody from the
That's
phone
it.
lines.
That's
yeah,
it,
so
Galvin.
they're not
You got it right.
they're not actually competing right now.
You got a prize already.
All right, so here we go. Carmen, your first question. Let me know whenever you have it locked in. Which direction does the sun rise from? Let me know when you're locked in.
Done.
Carmen is done. Spanish. Is she going to get this right or wrong?
She gets it right.
You say right. All right. Mike Calta, what do you think?
Wrong. She's got 4 to choose from, and she's picking the wrong one.
I wouldn't even have told her she had 4. Gio, what do you think? Right or wrong?
Right.
You say she's going to get this right. All right. Carmen, I ask you, which direction does the sun rise from?
East.
East is correct. Spanish and Gio both get a point.
Where is it set, Carmen?
Well, that's not part of the...
No, not part of the game.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it rises in the east. Where does it set?
West. But again, not part of the game.
Oh.
Move on. That's not how we play.
Shut it down. All right, Gio and Spanish both have one.
You're an
Next
angry
question
elf.
for Carmen.
Not an elf.
Carmen, what galaxy do we live in?
Done.
Carmen is done. Gio is laughing. Gio, I'm going to start with you. Gio, is she going to get this right or wrong?
Wrong.
You say wrong. All right. Mike Calta, what do you think?
Wrong.
And Spanish?
Right.
You say she's going to get it right. All right, here we go. Carmen, what galaxy do we live in?
We live in a galaxy far.
That was what I knew she was going to say.
Damn it,
I knew she was going to say that.
And do you know what its name? Do you know what its name?
No.
All right, so she does not get that one. The Milky Way. Sorry to make Gio hungry, but it is the Milky Way. So Mike and Gio both get a point on that one. Mike has one. Spanish has one. Gio has two. Carmen, your next question is, what are diamonds made of? What are diamonds made of? I will tell you, it's not diamonds. What are diamonds made of? Let me know when you're locked in.
Done.
Carmen is locked in. Gio, will she get this right or wrong?
Wrong.
You say wrong. Spanish?
Right.
Spanish says right. Mike Calta, right or
Wrong.
wrong? You say wrong. Carmen, what are diamonds made of?
Pressure.
Carmen says pressure. That's how they're made.
Yeah.
They are made of carbon. They are made of carbon, so that is wrong. So Mike and Gio both get a point. Gio wins the game.
Hey, Gio, pick a line.
Line 12. Miss you, Tom.
Good morning. Who's this?
Ryan.
Ryan, hold on. You're going to be the winner, okay?
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
All right, hold on. Can we do one more?
Pressure and time.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Oh, come on.
That's rude. Just because you lose in a race and lose in basketball and lose in boxing, you don't have to say that.
I'd have to become a loser.
But that was a good Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
Pressure and time. That's good, right?
Let me try it. Pressure and time.
No.
I got it. It was my first try. Time, pressure, and time.
I guess
That
you
was-
could say I liked Andy from the start.
I guess you could say I like pressure and time. I think that one was pretty good.
That was better.
All right, come on, Galvin, do it again.
Whose
do it
was
again.
better?
Well,
Oh, I mean,
what?
Well, yeah. Thank you.
He spent hours doing it. I did it one time.
I broke it out just now. Do
Pressure
you think I'm all weekend in the mirror?
and time and time and time.
No, here's you got to get the right.
Pressure and time. Pressure and time.
No, now you're
No.
getting into like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Pressure and time.
Pressure and time.
Yeah, see,
I was
the
good.
time is the
And
big part.
time.
Time.
I guess you could say
Time.
I always like it. I guess you could say I like Andy from the start.
All right, here we go.
Well,
Carmen,
I'm getting much
That was
better at
better,
this.
yeah.
If I had all the practice you had, it would be great.
if you would have spent all weekend doing it.
You ran all the way
God.
to the stop sign.
Carmen, your first question for round 2 is: which planet is known as the blue planet?
The blue planet. Which one?
Blue planet.
Blue.
Let me know when you're locked in.
Done.
Carmen is done. Gio, you were the winner of the last game. I'll start with you. Is she going to get this right or wrong?
Nope. Wrong.
You say wrong. Spanish, what do you think?
Right.
You say right. Mike Calta, what do you got?
Correct.
You say she's going to get it right.
Yes.
All right. So Gio is on the island. He says wrong. You guys both say right. Carmen, which planet is known as the blue planet?
Earth.
That is correct. Spanish and Mike both get a point on that one.
I guess you could say I like Carmen from the start.
Carmen, what is a group of crows called? The bird, the crows, what are they called if they're a group? They're called what? Let me know when you're locked in.
Done.
Carmen is done. Spanish, will she get this right or wrong?
Right.
You say right. Gio, right or wrong?
Right.
And Mike Calta, right or wrong?
Wrong.
You say wrong. All right, Carmen, what is a group of crows called?
Crud.
That's a whole crowd of crows. It is a murder of crows is what that is called. So she got that one wrong. Mike Calta gets another point. Mike has 2. Spanish has 1. Gio, who won the last game, not on the board
Oh,
yet.
my God.
All right, Carmen, your next question, as I scroll down. Blah, 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 blah. All right, Carmen. Who is the lead singer of the band Queen?
Done.
Carmen is done. Gio, no points yet. Get some points on the board. Right or wrong?
Right.
You say right. Spanish, right or wrong?
Right.
Mike Calta, you could win it all right here. Right or wrong?
And God damn it, I will, Galvin. She gets it right.
You say right. Everybody says you're going to get this one right, Carmen. Don't let them down. Who is the lead singer of the band Queen?
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
That is right. Mike Calta wins the game. Gio gets blanked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spanish has one. Very nice. There you go.
Pick a line, Mike. Okay, line 8. Great. Good morning. Who's this?
Singer of the band Serena Lee.
Nope. Too much. See, there's too much.
Gotta
Too
turn
much
your
going
phone
on.
down.
Can't hear anything that's
Radio.
going
Down.
on. Good morning. Who's this? Also too much. Hello?
Hey, this is Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Hello?
Yes. Hi, Rick. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Good. You're the other winner, Rick.
Oh, awesome, man. Thanks, man.
All right. Hold on a second. It's going to take a second. Carmen will grab you guys here during the break. Carmen, great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I knew you would
2
know.
colleges.
2 colleges.
Actually,
Nobody
like-
taught you about crows or the Milky Way.
Also went to like 5 colleges.
Oh, really?
Those are the 2 I started and finished at.
Not one of them started with a "You Are Here" class. They told you what Milky Way, what galaxy you're in.
No, you learn that in like 2nd grade and then you never talk about it again.
No, I think you talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
I think
No,
you do.
you know. When was
Yeah.
the last time you talked about it before today?
I don't know. Every time the telescope sees another galaxy or something.
UFO.
They always say in the Milky Way, this is what we saw.
No, they
Or they say out
beyond
in
the Milky
space.
Way.
Okay. I'm just saying. You don't talk about it a lot. you don't.
I'm glad no one
So-
mentioned it to you.
You're welcome.
Every commercial break, Mike is always
That's what
talking
you talk
about the
about?
Milky
Well,
Way.
see,
He's
I'm not
always
in
like, look at
Live
the
from the
galaxy.
Milky Way.
Yeah.
See, I'm not in there, so you guys, that's a disservice to me.
I
This is
hope
your fault. You're an asshole. No.
jeez.
Wow.
She honestly, I think if you had to rank it in order of who you hate from most to least, I would be number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, don't say it so confidently.
Yeah, I mean,
By a lot.
She says it all the time.
yeah, you're the meanest to me, so that makes sense.
I don't understand that at all.
You're
I was
mean to
I was celebrating your dual college education.
Are
You're
you?
mean to Carmen. You're rude to other women, calling them hot and
Yeah.
cans and all kind of stuff. And
Maybe I just read the book wrong. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Dear Amanda Pappas, I'm sorry I ever noticed your beauty.
Again, that's not what you said. If you would have said, "Look at
Listen
this
to me.
beautiful
That's
lady,"
all I said.
that's not what you said.
I said, look how hot she looks.
Yeah, that's degrading.
How-
They're beautiful.
hot Amanda Pappas
So
is.
what's that, Morgan?
Look how hot Amanda Pappas is.
See, that's nice. I like
Yeah.
it. If you
guess
say
you
it to
could say I
Morgan
liked her
Freeman's
from the
voice,
start.
Gotta work on it.
you can say it however you want.
Well, all right. That's it. I mean, look, I understand.
Do you?
Yeah. I understand. You're dumb.
So you lose to Gio in a race. You'd lose boxing to Spanish.
No, I'm not- I
You'd
would-
lose basketball. Let me finish. You'd lose basketball to Carmen, and she hates you the most.
Ian, we'll get to Ian Beckles here at the top of the hour. Just nod yes or no. Would Spanish beat me in a boxing match? He said no.
Can I just clarify one thing? Boxing, regular rules, boxing. You say he wins? Okay.
Listen to me. I have 2 sets of boxing gloves. I will do it right now.
Oh,
Fat-
both,
Has
both
Ian
brand
ever?
new.
Has Ian ever? Ian has seen Spanish throw a punch. Has Ian ever seen Mike throw a punch?
I don't know if Ian's ever seen me throw a punch, but I think he could visualize it. I think he could visualize mass and inertia.
Yeah, he got
and
that from
blood
whenever he
face.
fell off the back steps.
I would have to change my shoes before we fought.
Yeah, no flip flops.
That was mass and inertia meeting the Milky Way.
Do I think you would hit me? Would you like? Even my son said, do I think he would hit you more?" Yes, but I think you would only have to hit him once.
You'd have to hit me more than once.
So
Challenge accepted.
you were saying unless you knock him out, he's gonna win.
No, I think I'm going to stun him. I don't think he's ever been hit that hard. He's going to get hit. And he's going to go, "Okay, I'm done."
Oh, he's gonna quit.
Yeah.
DQ.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's
I
how
mean-
it's gonna.
Martine didn't even do that to him.
I'm 5 times the size of Martine.
Yeah, a pro athlete.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Not a pro boxer. He's a kicker.
You're not even a kicker.
Right. What does that have to do with punching?
Because he was a pro athlete. No, he's in way better shape than you.
Yeah, look, I mean, after the fourth round, I'm going to be winded and hurt, and it's going to be.
That's the fourth. You're making it to the fourth round.
If we're going by how far the stop sign is, yeah, fourth round is generous.
Spanish, these people are signing your death warrant right now. Every word makes you want to just get up and smash your head, and you didn't even do anything.
I did not do anything.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Thank you.
But I'm glad that Ian at least has common sense.
I'm going to take all the money I made this weekend betting and put it on Spanish.
All right, I'll be the house on this.
All right,
I'll take that action.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I'm Denzel Washington. All right.
That little Puerto Rican boy ain't got nothing on me.
Oh man,
I'm just
good.
killing it.
Very good.
Yeah.
My black actors.
Yeah.
who was that?
Shut up. Go on to the stop sign.
When can we do this?
Well, we have to set it up. We got to have judges and stuff. Unless we're just saying if I don't get knocked out by 3 rounds, I win.
I will tell you that we should get some. If you can talk to Master Amir and some the people that do the scoring, I would love to be involved. And I will tell you, I mean, if I put money on it and stuff, but I would be 100% honest. I would actually score it as I would score a boxing match, and I'm fairly good at that.
Judges.
I'm fairly good at that, and I understand. I'll step down.
But Spanish has to wear flip flops.
Wait.
Yeah, we need to have people that understand 10-9 rules and all that
What
stuff.
are 10-9 rules?
Somebody has to have 10. Somebody has to have less than 10. If you win the round, you get a 10.
I feel like Master Amir. I feel like some of the fighters there could do it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
Like the fighters.
I'm
be the
sure
judges
we can find some people.
I don't care who you get because after the round when he's picking up his face off the floor, everybody knows he's going to win that round.
You said there'd be an obvious winner.
Yeah.
No judges needed.
100%.
Go to the backyard.
I'm in. I will do it right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing it right now. It's
All right.
Monday morning.
Okay. Just for the record, Spanish said no. I said yes.
Yeah, because I don't want to
smart
fight
fighter.
you in the grass outside.
Yeah, no, we need a legit
Yeah.
ring, legit judges, legit boxing match. That's how it's going to go.
I mean, that's kind of gay.
Oh, see,
Gay or not?
you
That's
want
what
to do
you
a
agreed
street
to.
fight?
That's what you agreed to.
I'll street
fight is a different thing.
Yeah,
The old backyard
Completely
brawl.
different.
yeah. Give me a baseball bat.
You're excited about a street fight?
Yeah, if I get a weapon. Otherwise, it's incredibly
In
unfair.
a street fight, I'm going to handle you like Hulk handled.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not talking
Yeah.
about
Right.
street fight.
Listen, I saw Mike with a pool skimmer. You do not want to mess around with
Hey,
that.
dude.
Watch out.
It wasn't even half. It was a half a
Half skimmer. Yeah. So you're going baseball bat? Poor
Whatever.
choice.
Yeah.
Poor choice. Poor choice.
All right, a long baseball bat.
All right.
You should get just one of those little electric scooters. You'd never catch it.
Oh.
I mean, you can start with a skateboard. All right. I mean,
Which happens first, the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight or Mike Calta versus Spanish
oh my
fight?
God, we should fight that weekend.
Oh, there you
The
go.
undercard.
Yeah.
We should fight in the undercard.
Yep.
Do the show live from Ferg's.
Fly to Vegas. Oh, no.
No, do the show live from Ferg's, and me and you fight in the undercard.
Old school.
that'd be
Whoever
hilarious.
wins gets a piece of my birthday cake. I like that.
All right.
I would appreciate that. I'm gonna want it after a fight. After a good fight, somebody's like, "If only I had a spongy, solid, sugary thing to eat now." All right. I mean, look, think about it. You decide. You're the one who's gonna feel the deep effects of it. So,
No, I already said yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
right. But you won't do it now.
No, I'm not going to fight you with your boxing gloves in your backyard where there's a hill.
I mean, what about right in here?
No, I'm not going to fight you on this rug where it's just me and you, and you're just.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
No,
an athlete.
No,
that
like-
was
but
that
yeah.
was the whole thing about it. Is a legit boxing match. Spanish would beat you. Is what
A
my
street
whole
fight,
thing is.
yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, if
So
you,
you're saying he's gonna like more points than me?
yes,
Yes, that's what we're talking
that's
about.
the
Yeah.
whole thing of it.
Yeah, I
all
never
right.
said I was going to knock you out. That was
You
your
should.
thing.
Look at me. Don't ever say you're gonna knock me out.
Listen, if we all go out there and me and Ian hold that door and you fight Spanish in here, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's not what we're talking
Right.
about.
Okay.
We
In Spanish,
were saying boxing match.
Don't downplay yourself. I think you can knock him out. I have faith in you.
Carmen wants that.
I'm gonna
think
hit
Bobby-
him so
I think
hard.
Bobby
He's gonna,
got-
he's gonna land on you. All right. Now I feel a little bit better about the situation because you guys had no Spanish had no chance of knocking me out. He just was going to like hit me
I would say
quicker.
no.
over the waist.
I think he takes you down with a body shot.
Oh, like he did the nervous Jared.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying me and half blind nervous Jared are the same thing?
Don't make you go blind next.
Oh no.
He did make nervous Jared
Yeah.
go blind.
It all started.
Yeah.
You don't want any of this smoke.
No.
When Spanish, I didn't realize
You're as
it at
tough
the
as Joe
time.
Mackey.
I didn't realize it at the time, and I didn't know what it meant. But now I make the connection because I remember I was standing right next to it, and Spanish goes retina. And he said, yeah, right there.
That's my signature move.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Don't give my
All
secrets away.
All right. Ian Beckles is here, the only guy I've met with common sense today. He's going to join us on the show next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. In the studio with us, my friend Ian Beckles, who's the only goddamn person in this room with some common sense. You mean, please explain to these people that I would kill Spanish.
I figure somebody should take one for the big man. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right. So he's just doing that to appease you. No, I get it.
I really do believe. Like, I'm just kind of putting myself in Mike. Okay,
Right.
That's all I'm doing.
Dude, let me ask you this: do you think Ian would beat Spanish in a boxing match?
I don't.
No.
Nobody in the country thinks Spanish can beat me in boxing.
Yeah, Galvin just said it.
You think
Spanish
Spanish
laughing.
can beat me in boxing?
Yeah.
There's no in my brain. There's zero chance.
Zero.
Spanish laugh when you said
That's fine. And it really doesn't matter what I think or what Spanish think. It really
Right.
doesn't matter.
Right.
But I'm just telling everybody in my brain, it's at zero.
Zero. Yeah, now I will tell you, in my brain there is a 1% chance that Spanish gets me in the chin or hits me in some place that makes me go oof for a second. And because he does boxing, he has experience, but I also say it's like 1%.
The thing is, with myself, if I would have to fight Spanish, I would be so ready. I wouldn't be this. And
Right.
I think right now I could probably, in my mind, I can.
Yes.
Unless I hurt myself. That's a possibility.
Sure.
But
I would mortgage my house if you fought Spanish and bet on you.
I fought Reggie White and John Randall.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not the guy. I'm going to meet him in his corner.
I fought the dirty.
When did you
I
fight
fought
those
the dirty
guys?
aces.
It was in the 90s.
I'm sorry.
In the 90s.
All right.
That was a great time.
Around 30 years
Let
ago.
me ask
that
Galvin
is?
a question.
Yeah.
Galvin, do you think you can beat Spanish in a fight?
In a boxing match? No, I don't think so.
Come on, you're not being serious.
I
You
think
really believe that?
I think he's a lot quicker than me. He's trained more, so he's going to get more punches in. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my money's on Spanish on that fight too.
Really?
Yeah,
I
because
mean, longevity.
Galvin's not a fighter.
Not like you studs over here.
Right.
I get what you're doing there.
Galvin's never fought the dirty aces in Tonville or any place else. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, all I know is how I used to fight. That's all. I haven't fought in ages.
Right.
But that's all I remember. So that guy's not losing anytime soon, that guy. It's a long time ago.
Just so you know, all I remember is how I used to kick, and then this last time when you were there and we were kicking, I found out I don't kick like that anymore. I did up until probably, 8 years ago. I was like, yeah, I could totally play in the NFL. And then this last time I kicked, I hadn't kicked for a long time, and went out there and I go, yeah, no, lost it.
No. Well, I mean, it happens. Some people lose it. Some people are able to maintain it.
Everybody
Never had
loses it. Everybody loses it.
I'll give you never had it.
When were you a boxer?
You're like 7-Up, never had it, never will.
Now, that being said, I did grow up. I was boxing when I was 20.
Right.
And I was boxing when I was 40. So I boxed a long time.
Yeah.
Like I boxed with my buddy. We did rounds. I did 10 rounds one time. You know?
Okay, I will tell you, I would have to see how you move. I would have to see how you move because I have zero.
You've seen me move.
So, but why would you think I can move? Like, what are you questioning? My athletic movement?
I'm questioning this, Ian. You just got up and went.
No, but that's. I agree with you.
Yeah.
If you let me warm up, okay, I promise you, nobody does anything athletically more athletic than me in this room. I promise you. I don't care what sport it is. That's my brain. There's nothing else I got.
Yeah, I agree. I'm out. I'm not competing against you.
I mean,
I can beat you in a race.
Oh yeah, Hunter, you've always been a beat me in a race. No, that's not true. When I was at my fastest, I bet you couldn't. I ran a 4.8.
I'm not very fast.
No,
I'm talking distance.
Oh, distance. My whole life, I was the last guy.
Yeah.
Like if you run a mile out of 100 people, I'll be last. If you run 10 yards, I'll be first. If you run 40 yards, I'll be in the top.
The middle, yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Okay, I got you.
But I also outweigh everybody by 150 pounds.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Mike Calta this weekend was like, I don't want to fight Ian. Ian's 275. Do I look 275 to you?
No.
No way.
I don't
Come
think
on.
Mike Olivero knows what 275.
No.
No, he
feels
doesn't.
like.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
Yeah, comfortably.
When I'm 275 on everything, I'm ripped.
Yeah.
Like I'm not 275. Everybody.
I haven't been 275 since my senior year in high school.
I did a competition once at a gym, and I got down to 267 on everything. I had abs.
Wow.
I had abs.
Wow.
For a day.
Yeah, that's great.
One day.
Now, Spanish.
Yes.
Dizzy said that he would. We may be coming up with a punch out without the punch out. Dizzy said that he would fight Will on the undercard.
Oh, yeah.
Why does he want to fight Will now?
Yeah, what does Dizzy have against Will?
Oh, he said Will's racist.
No, that was Spike.
No, I think all the black people.
I thought Dizzy wanted to fight Rockwell.
Yeah.
Let me look. Maybe it's I volunteer to beat Will's ass in the undercard. Well, he said Will.
All right.
No, him and Will have beef.
I just didn't know whether it was beef.
Will doesn't even work here anymore.
I don't know. Does he? I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because I think I have him, right? Don't I? For the
I think he does a Saturday still.
Saturday?
No, Saturday.
Oh.
Are you thinking of Will?
Yeah,
Will.
no, Will does.
We're
Yeah,
talking
we're
about-
saying Rockwell.
Oh, sorry.
I can't believe you're calling him Rockwell.
JR.
Feel like somebody's got a stupid name.
I don't want to dead name him.
Listen to me. Rockwell is the second guy to find a name that he liked and just decided he wanted it. Because what's his face from the Bucks?
Styles?
Styles.
Yeah.
It's like I no longer want to be Greg.
I kind of like that one, though. I like
Styles?
Yeah, I like it.
It fits him perfectly.
It does.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
And he's got style.
He is stylish.
And it fits him perfectly.
Yeah, he's stylishly nuts.
Right. And in a good way. I mean, nuts in a good way.
I actually like him.
I don't know him very well. I only know him because we're friends on social media, and I know that I would like him. He's been on the show before, but I know that I would like him.
He gets a little ballistic at times.
Yeah, but who doesn't love that?
Exactly.
Just like Chidi. Different ballistic stuff.
Not different. A lot different.
Have you talked to Chidi?
No. Last couple of times I've been back and forth with Chidi. It's been weird.
Yeah.
Like I had to literally say to him, "Hey, bro, like, are we still good?"
Yo, really?
Like I said, bro, like read your last text. The way you're coming at me, like you.
Why is he coming at you?
I mean, we've always. What I mean, me and Chidi been good.
Right.
Like me and Chidi been good. Okay.
Why did he change?
One time he was like, "Hey man, you need to put me on your show because you media people are hiding this, that, and that." And like he wanted me to put him on the show to talk about how the Bucks were given the Super Bowl.
Given them.
Yeah. So I go, so you want me to go on the sister station of the Buccaneers,
right,
and say that the Bucks were given the Super Bowl? That's bad business.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear that?
Yeah, it's like my friends call me. They're like, "Hey, I got a problem with." I'm making it up. Let's just say Bill's Burgers, and Bill's Burgers is a huge sponsor. Like, you need to let me come on and rip Bill's Burgers. I'm like, oh, I don't.
Nope.
Bill's Burgers is doing fine by everybody else.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like them doesn't mean we're going to ruin our relationship.
Even before I trashed creative loafing, which I'm not done with, I asked you first.
Yeah.
You have to ask somebody.
Oh, listen, here's the deal. Creative Loafing is not a sponsor, but they are also a media outlet in this area, so they're subject to criticism.
Yes, and
it's your opinion.
Yeah, and they're pussies.
Listen, the deal that they did with you is a bad deal.
Correct.
But I have, for years, hyped up Best of the Bay, and until last year, I was like, I'm never doing that again. I don't care if I'm not voting for anybody. I don't care. It's all garbage now. Like if you can let a show that doesn't have a radio show win Best Radio Show, there's no integrity whatsoever for that thing. Like now you're just letting people just multi-vote to vote for themselves. And that idiot who won last year, who thinks somehow that's going to do something for his career and hurt me, I couldn't care less. Like I don't want anyone to vote for us. I don't want anyone to vote. I don't care
this
who
will be
you
the
vote
last
for.
time we even talk about it.
Yeah,
because it doesn't even make any sense.
Because it's getting hyped up now that it's coming out And I couldn't care less who wins.
I want to let you know that Carmen said Dizzy is at the station if we want to find out.
Would you mind grabbing him, Carmen?
Oh yeah, I'll
Thank you.
now.
what the beef is?
Well, people think that the creative loafing honor, it's really an honor.
Listen, if you're a restaurant and you get voted best of the Bay and the best bread restaurant or the best Indian restaurant, there are people going to say, "Oh, this one best of the Bay. We should try this out." No one is looking at it and going, "Well, they say this is the best radio show. I should listen to it." I couldn't care less. It is a nice honor, and I say that because back in the day when I was a kid and I lived here and I used to get it and vote for Ron and Ron, and I was all excited that they were going to win, and Hawk Harrison is my favorite radio personality or whatever. You know, I'm just saying like that was fun. So now to be in that position one day where I get voted for it, it was nice, but it does nothing for me. I mean, I was nominated for a Marconi Award. You know what that did for me? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's twice. Everybody tells me.
Nominated, I think, is something.
Who cares? It's all garbage. Everybody says, oh, Marconi nominee. Oh, what does that mean? I don't know. Somebody put him down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a prestigious thing. It's one of those things where the radio company can go, we have 7 Marconi winners working for us.
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't equate to money.
It doesn't equate to money. It doesn't equate to success. It doesn't equate. It's like one of those things where you've been around long enough, you finally made the list.
Well, I mean, I was at Dignitary Cafe, and back in the day when Hoppy was still allowed to be there, and he was telling somebody about winning one of these Best of the Bay awards.
He still
and then somebody goes, "Did you know that Hoppy won a Best of the Bay for his podcast?" And I go, "Ask him how many people listen."
Yeah.
And he goes, yes, 300 people an episode. I go, I get 30,000.
Yeah.
They go, and he won? And I go, yeah, that's the, I mean.
But people don't understand why he won. We
Because you
made
said
him
it.
win.
I know.
Yes.
I know that.
I know you know, but he doesn't understand
No,
that.
he
though.
doesn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
understand a lot, by the way.
Yeah. But
Well, and the fact that you can vote more than once,
Right.
And you can vote from other emails and create dummy
the kid
emails.
who won,
and stuff. Like,
the kid who won openly admits that they did that.
yeah,
Yeah, and they think it's like some sort of movement that they're going to do, that you're going to win and become.
and it's like
It's
voting.
been a year. He has no radio show.
Right, voting for yourself does not make you a winner. If you can vote for yourself, I don't think that's a competition.
Or
it's
you
a
should,
popularity.
Even in the presidential election, you get to vote for yourself one time. One time is a fair. You're going to vote for yourself. You think you're the best, vote for yourself. But the fact that you rig it does not make. And how are you proud of that?
Joe might mess up.
Who?
Joe, in bed voting this when the voting comes, he might mess up.
Joe
True.
Biden.
There's 2 choices.
True, he could go
He
in there
might
and
mess up.
pull the other one.
Whoops.
Excuse me, can
I
you help me
thought
with
you
this?
meant our Joe,
Can I
who could
redo?
also mess up.
yeah.
The same
No way. That Joe does not mess up.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
a
you,
flawless
Ian.
corner, my friend.
I don't
Do
think
that?
I think
Love
you're,
you, man.
you're
Mike
messing up
Calta.
around. Yes.
We have Dizzy joining us.
Dizzy,
Yo,
how you doing, pal?
doing all right. How y'all doing today, man?
I was telling them that you had volunteered to be on the undercard of the Calta Spanish fight.
Oh, 100%.
Now you want to fight Racist Will too?
Is that what we're calling him?
Well, that's
We're titling it now?
That's what Spike called him.
Yeah, racist Will with the glasses.
Yeah.
Him. Yes.
Why is he racist? Like what?
But why do
Well,
you,
I didn't call him racist.
why do you want to fight him?
I don't like just the way he acts around me and has been kind of two-faced to me.
Oh.
And then when the whole thing with Johnny B, when Johnny B was like, hey, can I come on your podcast? And I had him on. And then Will talked trash about me for bringing him on.
Oh.
Yeah, and he had nothing against Johnny to say on air. Then he deleted me from all social. I'm like, all right, well, if you're gonna be a bitch, then let's act how we really feel. Then I don't like you now, and I'll slap you in any fighting competition because I think you're a punk.
He's 3'4", and I love his excitement.
Yeah, I'll knock the taste out of that guy's mouth. I don't care.
My money's on Dizzy. I'm telling you right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, that makes more sense now. But for the record, can I say this? I have no ill will towards Spanish.
Oh,
I will punch him as if he offended my family, but I have no bad feelings.
By
towards
the
him.
way, that is Will's new boxing nickname is Ill
Ill
Will.
Will.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Spanish like a brother.
Yeah.
But if I'm standing in the other corner, that will go away.
Yes.
That will go away.
You
And
know what you're
I will
getting
hug
into.
him at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end,
After
it's
I
all
bludgeon
over.
him.
Even if he knocked me out for some reason,
No.
I still wouldn't hold that
No,
against
let's not
him.
even think of that scenario.
Just
Because I'm going straight to the skyway. Straight to the skyway.
No, I think that I'd go, ooh, I was wrong. All right, so Dizzy,
Yes, sir.
at the night of the McGregor fight, me and Spanish will be the headliner. You and
Tyson Paul.
what did I say?
McGregor.
No, not McGregor. Tyson and Jake Paul. I will be the undercard main event, and then you will be the preliminary fight.
Oh, please make that a thing.
Yeah?
Please. I'll put on a show. I'll put on a show for you.
Oh, I'd love to see this.
I'll light his ass up like a Christmas tree.
Do we
You
have
and
to
Spanish
call
would be the main event.
Me and Spanish would be the main
Disney-
event.
yeah.
They'd be the preliminary
Okay,
fight.
you said it weird.
No, I said they were.
No,
we
you absolutely said it wrong.
All right.
I have a conundrum.
Uh-oh.
I picked you, but I'm always in Spanish's corner. Mm-hmm. That's an issue.
Oh, man.
Well, you can't play
that.
Spanish's corner if you're
That's
picking
what I'm
Mike.
saying, though. So, am I in
look,
Mike's
if you
corner
wanna-
now? Because
if you want to be embarrassed, you can
You
be in
have to
his
be.
corner. I mean, I understand. No, again, like you said, no hard feelings.
no.
But
Martin,
Ian, I'm surprised you went with Mike. No offense, Mike, but I think you're not landing as many punches as Spanish.
You're
man.
insane. You're insane to think that. I don't know what it is. Is it just because I'm fat? You think I'm slow and I can't throw a punch? I mean, I'm being honest.
I'm being honest. I've never seen you throw a punch. I assumed they come slower than most people.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the deal. I will tell you this. Is that I did do a lot of in the ring boxing with Galvin back in the day where we used to just mess around. But then that got me to whenever I went and worked out with a trainer, 40% of what we would do every weekend was just boxing. Was heavy bag work, was mitt work, was
What year was
just
this, though?
boxing. This is last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
even actually it was early as this year.
But didn't you just say you fought with Galvin and Galvin went with Spanish? So Galvin seen what you can do and he went with Spanish.
Yes, which blows my mind. Because
Okay.
I think he thinks that Spanish is going to tap me and get some taps in, but I'm going to knock his head off.
Also, that was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Last year was 16 years ago.
No.
When you guys
No, when Mike and I did the boxing, that was 16 years
Right.
ago. Have you gotten faster?
I've done much more boxing since
40% more.
then. Yeah. I've done much more boxing.
You're saying you think you're faster?
When you and I went and worked out in the gym and we did boxing, we would just get in there and start throwing punches at each other. When for the past couple of years when I worked out, I was doing heavy bag work, I was doing mitt work for a long time, for like the last couple of years. Now, granted, this year has been a slow start to this year, but it wasn't like I haven't. I mean, when's the last time Spanish had a fight?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
He goes to
in
the
ring?
gym.
Yeah.
What was the punch? That was last time I fought.
Okay. So how long ago was that?
A couple of years.
But when
Yeah.
was the last time you worked out, like boxed working out?
Last week.
Okay.
well, you guys are
he's
acting
getting
like
ready.
I've seen the punch out fights, okay? And other than Martin and Spanish, most of them don't look like boxing.
Right.
They're
Thanks, Ian.
No, but seriously, it's rough housing, okay? So, like if say me and Spanish are fighting, very little of it's gonna look like actual boxing. Most of it's gonna look like rough housing. Okay, so
And that's when the referee stops it.
Well,
I
once again,
think-
if me and Spanish are rough housing, which is gonna happen, then Spanish has to out rough house me. That means he has to be in better shape than me.
no.
And outwork me. You see what I'm saying? So
No, I get it. You're going to put your weight on him and do that. I understand that.
but even okay, I can understand with Mike and Spanish. Spanish thinks he can out endurance him. I don't think Spanish can out endurance me. I mean, I work out with Spanish. He doesn't out endurance me. That's what I'm saying.
Camera angle.
Stick your arm out, Spanish. Stick your arm out. Like stick your arm out, Mike. See much more. Oh boy.
yeah, he leaned in and did
Nah.
yeah.
But now get in there, and now how is Mike gonna hit him? You know what I mean? Like Spanish. Can
And I'm
going
going
to
to say this, Mike. I have
inside.
substantial reach on you.
Yes.
For sure. So reach is a big thing in boxing now. It's a big thing. Nobody sits there and jabs in the celebrity boxing.
I mean, if we're going to talk about like real things in boxing, I would also never be fighting Mike in a actual real
Fact.
boxing
Yeah,
match.
exactly.
So
Here's the other
like,
thing, and I think this is the main thing that I have going for me, because Spanish can fight. He can throw punches. He can fight. If he doesn't wipe me out right away, I mean, he can't. He can get close to me and throw 10 punches without me even flinching. I mean, granted, he hits me in the face once. He's going to clip my nose or something. He can get me good. But for the most part, he can come in and throw those punches. And if he doesn't stop me with that, he's dead now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like endurance, agility, like just getting away from you.
Carmen, the simple adrenaline from being in the ring and
That-
doing that and getting hit. You know,
that
once you get
tires
hit,
you out.
Carmen, have you seen the Mike
Question.
Calta guy got hit response?
Are you winded right now from standing up? You sound a little bit like
I'm not winded.
sound a little bit like it. Sound a little bit like it.
I'm fine.
Well, I heard everybody saying that Martin Gramatica is a professional athlete, and he is a professional athlete.
Yeah.
But he's a kicker. Okay, so when I walk up in the middle of that ring with Spanish, remember how Martin walked up? I was in the corner. I was like, oh boy. Like Martin dwarfed him. When I walk up in the middle of the ring, people are going to go stop the fight.
I
could eat him. I could grab him and shove him in my mouth. And come on.
Just so you know, you'll be disqualified if you do that.
Well,
allegedly.
Nobody's saying you and Mike aren't bigger than Spanish.
Yeah.
No. We're saying that he will beat you in boxing.
I'm going to tell everybody right now, I'm going across the ring and ending it quick.
How are we done already?
Huh?
Time.